Ladies and gentlemen, it is a Monday night and we're back at it again. Thank you for being here. It is the Wrestling for Life Network. We're kicking off another week in wrestling with a little bit of WWE RAW. We got 3+ hours of live coverage. Me and that guy over there are going to run through all of the action. We're going to talk Money in the Bank. We're going to talk about what's coming up in the next few weeks. Lots of wrestling, lots of rumors, lots of stories. We're going to get into it all. So grab your snacks, grab your feel good, put a smile on your face. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We are the channel that just covers more live wrestling than any other channel out there. We are the alternative commentary to all of your faves, and then some that aren't quite your faves yet, but we'll get you there. But with all that being said, it is a Monday. Hope everyone out there that's enjoying a holiday Monday had a good one. Those who didn't, I'm sorry, but I hope it was also well. But without further ado, I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. And
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick, and ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. And fitting on a 4th of July weekend that we're certainly guaranteed, I feel, some fireworks here after Money in the Bank on Saturday. Now we've got Drew McIntyre is back. We've got Damian Priest is now the Money in the Bank briefcase holder, and we saw the hints of dissension amongst the Judgment Day since Finn was unsuccessful in taking the World Heavyweight Championship from Seth Rollins. So we've got that too. Do we still have an open challenge, I believe, going on as well?
Probably. It seems
right.
To be the case. No, Nick, it was a crazy weekend in wrestling. We had a lot of fun. We did our awards show yesterday. If you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, go check that out after stream tonight. Fun time kind of recapping the last 6 months in wrestling and giving you our takes on who's kind of led the way or who hasn't led the way.
See who took home the golden KJ.
There you go. We also have a whole packed full of week full of wrestling as we come back for NXT right through Dynamite. Luna's back on Thursdays. And we got Impact Friday doubleheader, and then the weekend always brings something kind of fun. So we're going to get into all that as we head into a crazy time in wrestling, especially with August on the horizon. All in, SummerSlam, All Out, and the early September. We got lots to get into, but it's going to be a fun night. Like you said, Money in the Bank brought a lot. And what I love about it is I'm listening to a lot of people break down whether they loved or hated it or they just hate watched it. Doesn't matter. Nobody really knows what's happening. And that's a good thing. That's a good sign for what the WWE is trying to accomplish. A lot of people wanted LA Knight to win or thought maybe someone else would win. Damian Priest, not I wouldn't say a favorite going in, but it creates a whole lot of story, a whole lot of speculation, and it's good for business.
Absolutely. It's 100% good for business. Hunter manages to do, unlike the other promotion might do, and I'll let you guess at which one I'm talking about, but he manages to subvert the narrative. And it's still entertaining. It's still captivating. It still has you going on. Mm-hmm. It's okay. We all wanted LA Knight. Damian Priest won. So now it's okay. Now what's next? All of that. I think almost everyone I feel still had that inkling that Roman was a lock to win. And then the tribal chief not only gets pinned for the first time in 3 years and has now been summoned to tribal court.
Right. And I mean, for all the naysayers out there that are like, Roman always wins, he always cheats, we hate him, we're sick of him. You can't tell me that this story is not like right here. Rocco, welcome back, Rocco. Roman hadn't been pinned in 1,294 days, so just shy of 1,300 days, unpinned. Baron Corbin, the last person to do it with the help of FTR of all people. And, Roman went on this magical run, and Jay gets the pin. Jay getting the pin shocked just about everybody I've listened to since it happened.
Oh, absolutely. But that's the thing is they take a shocking moment and it's not a shocking moment. Then it's like, like that's awful. Where do we go from here? Boo earns. No, now we're setting up allegedly potentially for Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns for the title at SummerSlam. Not to mention, we got the nice, like I said, the nice little Easter egg dropped in our lap there of, we're getting Tribal Court on Friday. That nice little fish hook of, you want the next chapter of this? You better make sure you tuned in on Friday nights.
Mm-hmm. And what does Tribal Council? Hey, what's up, Jeff Proops? What does Tribal Council look like, sound like? Who gets voted off the island of relevancy? It's easy to think right now, well, Roman's screwed. He lost his brothers. He's going to be, put under the torch, so to speak. See all these references. But we're definitely going to find out. It doesn't mean he's down and out. We have no idea what comes next. That's the best part. Yeah, we can assume that we're going to get Jey and Roman, Nick, but I keep saying, will Rikishi show up? Will Offensika show up? Will other people show up? How deep does this go?
I think we're going to get Judge Quiche. We're going to get Kishi out there in full garb, and he might even do the whole froofy wig and everything like that as well.
The froofy wig.
That's the thing, is this is still your undisputed world champion involved in this, so it's not like he's going to go tumbling or down the card or anything.
No,
there's gonna be bigger and better layers to this. Well, and I don't even think of that he's gonna get exiled out of the bloodline, or I mean, if he does do that, then he goes to the hired mercenaries. There's still nothing but main event storylines out of this.
Well, that's it. There's options, right? We just assume, Roman could easily be sitting there on Friday and be told that, listen, you're no longer the tribal chief, and he could turn around and hijack the whole tribe and say, good luck. All right, well, get me off my throne, and literally go to dig deeper into this war. I still think there's a potential of a moment where a Kishi or some of the veteran old time Samoan contingent get laid out by Roman. Like Roman turns his back on the tribe, and it's my tribe. Like he becomes that type of dictator, opposed to, kind of just going with it. Okay,
he goes even harder in the paint.
Yeah, I think he doubles down.
Well, because you had that moment in the pre-show and everything, and I was still waiting for it throughout that whole match, and I feel like we never got that full delivery there. Of the closest was maybe where Roman wanted to stack the Usos and then pin them. Yeah. But you had Heyman weeping, sobbing, literally just with the pinkest of eyes, and he wasn't on the vitamins. Saying how Roman Reigns is going to do terrible things. He's going to wipe the Usos' names from the history books, and we never got that yet. Nope. I think we have yet to see it.
And I think in all this storyline, Paul Heyman's always been the X factor. Paul Heyman's always been kind of the Muppet, the Muppet babies.
That's where you went. Okay.
The puppeteer.
It's time to
right. So he becomes an X factor. What is he up to? What's his plans? Where does he want to push this story? And it will be very intriguing how he either aids Roman in his come up or aids Roman in his demise.
That it slowly turns from being the wise man to the poison in Roman's ear.
Yep. And then you still have the other caveat of Mr. Solo Sikoa. What does he do? And we saw dissension amongst him and Roman at Money in the Bank. They really leaned on that, like long stare downs. Now, is he second guessing his choice? Does he go to his brothers, be like, my bad?
But still, what makes this, regardless of even whether you're a WWE fan, an AEW fan, what have you, if you're into that tribalism, any sort of way you want to view this, there is not a bad outcome, bad angle that they could go with any way. Every way has the potential to be great. That's the thing, is we get the carrot led down the trail and we think this is the preconceived, the foregone conclusion outcome. And then they go the complete 180. And we're like, hey, that's pretty cool too. Let's see where this trail goes now.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I think that's been the remarkable thing about this 3-year run that Roman's been on, is that every time people start going, we're kind of sick of it, it goes for another year. But there's always been like, well, Sammy should have beat him for the title. Yeah, but then we don't get Cody. Oh, Cody should have beat him for the title. Yeah, then we don't get the Uso storyline that we're getting right now. Jay should beat him. Yeah, but what's next? Like, it's not just a gimme of like, yeah, he should have won. They've always come back. Oh, this story's over. We don't care anymore. Oh, don't you? Watch this. I guarantee whether you love or hate this product, you're tuning in going, oh, fuck, that's pretty good.
Oh, well, and not to mention, like we even talked about with the award show, how much that storyline has branched out now to the point to where everything it feels within WWE has at least some vein, some root, some back tracing that you could do to the bloodline storyline.
Absolutely. Victor, good to see you. The trial, we kind of touched on that. Friday's going to be a fun one. Friday from MSG. We're going to be here live, of course, as always. And we're going to see the trial of Roman. We got other things going on Friday as well.
Go to court now.
Right? Tribal Chiefs in
trouble. Downtown. He just took a loss now. Yeah, a loss.
Well, let's say hello to the people who tolerate our nonsense.
The people.
Rocco's here. Richard in here with his craziness as always. Robert saying, so far I like Collision more than Dynamite. It's early. It's like getting a new girlfriend. Right? You got a couple weeks in and everything feels wonderful. Give it time. Let's iron out a little. Let's see how it goes.
I still don't think. I mean, that's a bold statement because we know that Robert's very much strictly more predominantly an AEW fan. And if he's already switched around and taken Collision more than Dynamite, I welcome to the team, bud, because I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like I would say there was a bit of a fall off the night before Forbidden Door. You give them a mulligan on that. This past week, decent show, strong matches. But what it seems to really revolve around is less chaos, more in-ring stuff, really short promos, those little backstage segments of hyping up a match or a show. Like when you get all the people involved in the main event kind of giving you a little cut before the show even kicks off, it's been a really nice start to Collision. It's going to take some time, but I think it's been a good start.
It's 2 hours that breezes by feeling like an hour. Which is almost the opposite of Dynamite, which is 2 hours that breezes by like 4.
Right.
But it has been a bit hampered by the Forbidden Door that became very much a Dynamite-y Collision. And then we dealt with it on Saturday of the Money in the Bank hangover, and they weren't even going head-to-head with a premium live event. That was just literally directly after.
Yeah.
But you got so excited with what you saw at Money in the Bank of Collision, while still a very solid show, a very good show. You couldn't get the wind beneath my wings. Barbra Streisand.
No, it's true. I mean, it is going to be an uphill battle on the nights that there's UFC or nights that there's a premium live event. Will be a battle. Now, Punk believes that it's easier to sell live tickets on a Saturday night than it is on a Wednesday night, and he might have truth to that. So his philosophy, at least from the ESPN interview, is I'm going to take the bad with the good and just put on a good show. People will watch it.
Absolutely. I mean, he's managed to go with he's getting booed and he needs to kind of work more of a heelish style and play for the crowd, or he's getting cheered and he goes that way with it. Either way, he's the type of guy, and he's perfect for that show because he has to think on his feet and he can think on his feet.
Yeah, absolutely. Rocco's in the house. What if Bayley tries to convince Io Sky? Listen, I think there is going to be some shenanigans when it pertains to Io Sky and Bayley. Bayley might even try and win it off her. Like, this isn't a slam dunk. Okay, she won it. Let's move forward. I think Io's going to hit some roadblocks, and a big win over Bayley wouldn't hurt her career in any stretch at all.
Oh, yeah, true. And also, Damien, what up? There's rumors that Brock Lesnar will be at Monday Night Raw. Well, we were allegedly supposed to get him at SummerSlam, and never did.
The Bull Road match. Now, Brock did miss a pay-per-view. It's the first one he missed this year.
Shame on that part-timer for missing a pay-per-view in 2023. He didn't want to travel all the way from Saskatchewan to London.
Bashe, welcome. Thank you for the kind words. We appreciate it.
You missed what he was trying to say. He said, "Hi, presents. You guys are great," because he was trying to say, "Hi, peasants."
Oh, okay.
Trying to go all MJF of hi, you whores.
We are a present. This is our gift to you.
Oh, you went that way. I was gonna go all CM Punk of I know my presence might be intimidating to some people, but that's a them problem, not a me problem.
Okay. Alexis back. Will they allow Priest to hold on to the Money in the Bank contract, or will he lose it to someone? I think he's holding on to it. I think they like Priest. And guys, I mean, there is a real strong potential for Priest to actually walk away with the belt if they continue. And it's been a long time now where they've really done well with the Judgment Day. And then when they originally got rid of Edge, Nick, you and I were like, what the fuck is this? And months later,
we used to call them the House of Purple.
House of Purple. We haven't called them that in weeks.
That's the thing. They used to be. We viewed them in the same light as the Dark Order or how the House of Black before they won the trios was getting jobbed out weekly and just kind of a nonsense. Ooh, spooky.
Right. Ooh, spooky.
Right. But with Damian Priest, I think it works because it's two ways. It sets up the dissension between him and Finn. Brandon, what up? Clay, what up? Everybody in the chat, what up? But it sets up that dissension, which we kind of got even in the main event of Money in the Bank. Because I remember I was like, it opened the show. I was like, we got to end up with some sort of payoff here.
Right.
But I almost don't want to say it this way, but if Damian cashes in and wins on Seth, is it WWE's Hangman Page moment-ish? And it feels that same, like if you get what I'm picking, if you're picking up what I'm putting down of Priest, respectfully, he feels like he's in a little bit of that Hangman-y territory here. Of like how Jericho was the initial champion and then I believe initially lost it to Hangman.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do. I think that's something that they're trying to make this title have. I mean, we all agree that Seth is doing a good job trying to make that title. And I mean, if he has really good feuds, and even if it is a case of Damian upsets him to steal it, and then, Seth has to chase him down, I think I'm all for it. Like, Damian Priest walking out with that title on his shoulder, I got no issue with it. And it really does put him on a different plateau, which we kind of been waiting for, because I think we all see the same thing with Damian.
Oh, absolutely. I don't have an issue with it at all. Hopefully that didn't come across that way.
No, not at all.
To me, it seems more of it's that like we have this inaugural championship, so we have to put it on veteran talent that will solidify and establish the title, and then we're waiting to use that to pass that off to our up and coming new top guy.
Yeah, now that you believe in this championship, now that you've seen it in the hands of somebody that matters, that defended it and made it relevant, now we're going to hand it to this guy, and we hope he can continue carrying the ball.
But that's a blessing and a curse, as we saw.
It really is
with the comparison of Hangman.
Yeah, no, exactly. Very, very true. Bonkers. Cody's story doesn't need Roman. I almost want to answer this in a longer-winded answer, but really
save it for a commercial.
Yeah, we'll save that for a little bit, but he does. He actually does. He's committed to that antagonist right now. And even
he said it does.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it would be sorry, Nick. It would be like
no, you're good.
It'd be like watching the opening sequence of a movie, and they establish the villain, but the bad, the good guy at the end of the movie kills a different villain and not the one that is the real problem. That's how you get a sequel. That's kind of where we're at now with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, if at this point, if Cody doesn't go after Roman to end this whole type of thing, then it's kind of like Iron Man going after Baron Zemo for all you Marvel nerds. Instead of going after Thanos in the Avengers movies.
Right.
We get no Endgame, no Infinity War, all that. Just everybody stay dead.
Right. That's it. Richard, what's up? Beth versus Rhea in SummerSlam. A lot of people have been begging for this rematch. They really have.
Including Rhea. Again, that's the thing is most of these guys are advocating for this stuff themselves. Rhea's advocating for that match. Cody's saying, yeah, the World Heavyweight Championship would be nice, but it's not the title my father didn't win. Or not the title my father didn't win. See what happens when you try to say things fast. They come out all jumbled.
Right. What's up, James? What's up, Brandon? What's up, Bash 8, Steve G, Richard Martinez, Robert. Though I agree with
We
something.
got so many names. We gotta just start rattling them off here.
We do them in sequence. We do them in lump sums.
Victor, what up? James, what up? What? Boston, what up?
Dale's in
We
the
got
house.
C Money, what up? The fugitive needed to chase the one-armed man once he caught him in the show. Are those words?
Yeah, no, I get where he's going, right? That's
good because I don't.
So yeah, like the fugitive, right? Knows the one-armed man is the bad guy, but he never catches the one-armed man. Like he goes after everyone else and never gets the guy, right?
Got you. In this story. Be like if Elmer Fudd shot Daffy Duck instead of Bugs Bunny.
Fair enough. Steve, I think I got. Where was the one? Robert, in the kindness of my heart, there's just no way it's better. I mean, you might like some of it, but I don't know.
3 years versus 3 months. That's all I gotta say.
Fair enough.
That's all you need to say.
What sounds better? Finn gets kicked out and beats Damian for the WHC, or Damian gets kicked out, cashes in as a face and beats Finn for the WHC. I say Finn beats Seth at SummerSlam. Ooh.
No, Finn gets the boot. He pairs up, and that's when we get her whole JD McDonough Finn filleting. That whole situation going on that everybody wanted when they were like, oh, we'll see JD and JD, right? Yeah, it fits because initials, right? No. When Finn gets the boot, we just boil it down to a trio of Dom, Rhea, and Damian. Damian's going after Seth, Rhea's world champ, and Dom's just there to be the fucking heat magnet.
Maybe.
What purpose does Finn Balor serve right now in Judgment Day? And I say this with all due respect because I love me some Prince Devitt.
I don't know. I wonder if it goes the other way. I wonder if it goes that
face versus face. Then that's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, for a cash in, that's a tough one. I agree.
A heel cash in always works better than a face cash in, especially on a face champion.
I like that it's open because I really could see them pushing Priest out of Judgment Day, sliding JD in, so it's JD, Finn, Rhea, and Dom, and continue the heat. People are kind of getting over with. I don't know, but the other way it works just fine by me.
But that's the thing is again going full circle. What comes around is all around. Ricky is all of this are open-ended storylines. There's ways and avenues that you can go with, however it happens.
Right. Do you think Rhea Ripley destroys? Yes, I don't even know why this match is happening.
Natty is at this point a sacrificial lamb. I saw plenty of people online earlier today that were like, they need at least a number one contender. Well, does EO cash in? Because I think I read this and I hope it was not completely ingested, not a joke, because I don't want to quote it and be wrong, but I'll admit I'm wrong, unlike Meltzer. That EO right now is one of the longest holding Money in the Bank briefcase holders for the women's division.
She is.
Because it's made it like what, 2 days?
Yeah, we didn't have the cash in night of, right? So that changes the dynamic real quick. And there was no real opportunity. Some people thought maybe if Rhea was at ringside, which she was for the Dom match, that maybe there would be an opportunity there. But no, you can't run up against a threat. If you're going to take it from Rhea, even as a babyface, you want her to be a little bit pancake. Like for EO to come out and say, I fight you next week, that's not desirable.
Does she cash in on Rhea or does she cash in on Asuka?
I think there's a possibility that it's Asuka. I think people want to see EO and Asuka, and I think I do too. More than I want to see EO Ripley.
Four-way dance. EO, Asuka, Charlotte, Bianca.
That's a lot. That'll be interesting.
That's a lot of good, though, too.
Right? But if, say, you have that three-way match and all the ladies, like, beat the living shit out of each other, they have a drag-out triple threat, and then EO comes flying on in.
If that happens, she'll get the biggest pop, and she'll be the biggest baby face in the women's division.
Right. Well, Asuka's kind of heelish, but people don't really know how to feel about Asuka. You got Charlotte, who people are trying to believe is a baby face, but more people would rather hate her and don't want to see her with the belt. I think the vast majority of people are in that camp. And then Bianca, people are kind of tired of. She's going to get a gigantic pop if she steals it in that regard.
Bianca's starting to do a bit of a heel turn. That's a good point. Of everybody kind of is in that weird. So you're a heel to some, a face to others. Yeah, EO, if she showed up in that, and that's so funny. Is this a EO babyface turn? This whole thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's one of the women she's one of these athletes, and there's a rare handful that don't have to say so much. I know there's a language barrier there for EO, but she is so captivating in the ring that we're just fans of her. Everything from her entrance to her performance in the ring makes her like what she did in NXT sometimes gets overlooked. Like we talk about the historic run that Asuka had. We're going all those days without losing. EO was a boss. Like she destroyed everybody, some people twice in multiple different types of matches. And basically they ran out of her shit to do. So they were like, all right. So when she kind of got lost in the shuffle of all the releases and shit, it was really shocking for everybody. So getting her back into the company, there's a plethora of potential with this particular lady.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And well, it's funny because initially Damage Control was supposed to be the heel group. Her, Dakota and Bailey, it's all supposed to be the heel faction. And this almost felt like they're turning initially, it felt like they're turning Bailey babyface with this. And that she can't do all the, dastardly things, hold Bianca down by the ponytail so Dakota can get the win, etc. All of that, or Io can get the win. But now it almost seems like, because again, much like LA Knight, of how everyone's just naturally gotten back behind Io, of she's become the biggest baby face in the division.
Yeah, no, she really has. And I mean, the pop for her winning, and some people said, I don't like the ending. I was like, that was wicked. And one of the first thing Triple H said when he acknowledged Io winning was she literally climbed over her mentor, leader, whatever the fuck you want to call her, to grab that title, Nick. Like, it was visually her telling a story again, where there is a bit of a language barrier. Perfect fucking storytelling of, I'm going to legitimately climb over you to get my shot. Sorry, Bales. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. Her standing over top the ladder with Becky and Bailey, the two original, quote unquote, two of the four horsewomen that led the women's revolution moment. And her standing on top, sitting at top of that ladder, holding the briefcase above both of them, was such a good visual, and it's been shared religiously.
Right. We got about 2 minutes left, so I'm just going to rapid fire some of these, Nick. Where
good.
JoJo's in the house. Welcome, JoJo. Another round of the fantasy faction kicking off, folks. Go over and check out Cheap Pop and guys like High Side and our Nerds of the North and all our friends over there in fantasy. DWO, I think, is in there as well, even though we never see them on the standings. But shots fired. You know what? We finished a respectable third this round. We've had a couple championships, so we begin tonight.
We're always at the top. We may not always be champion, but we're always towards the top of the card, motherfuckers.
Yeah, they had to bring their best. They slipped it out. Some funny rules.
Yeah, we literally just let them have it because we didn't even remember. We didn't even know we were in this round. You can have that. Not even what I'm mad at.
Yeah. Larry's in the house. How you doing, Larry? I saw a whole bunch of other people. TJ, how you doing? Oh, sorry.
Oh, TJ, what up? Io currently has the record for second longest time with the briefcase next to Carmella.
Right. And that's good. That is good because you can't get, oh shit, the women won it. We'll see a cash in later. The later tonight cash in gets tired, right?
Oh, absolutely. And now it builds to that suspense. It's the ever hanging knife above your neck there that you always can have to keep an eye on. Steve G, I just wanted to click on this because you went at me specifically. Camille going on 2 years being champion versus who though? Rhea not even one. All right, so if we're going on title reigns again, let's look at if you go ask a pro wrestling fan right now, do they know who Rhea Ripley is? They're gonna say yes. If you ask them who Camille is, who? Fair enough. And I say that respect. It's one of those of she's one of the best pro wrestlers, not just one of the best female pro wrestlers.
No, anyway. It's true. Will Priest, Ratnick's back in the house. I see Damien, if we haven't said hello to you. Ronnie's here as well.
We got
cash in.
Joseph John Scudero. What?
Will Priest cash in be successful when it happens? I hope so. I do.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny because the odds are so for the men's cash-ins is I'm right now getting a video package for Derek Rosov. So
now
these.
T's and P's. I'm slightly ahead of you. I'm got folks. If you want to sync up at all with us here tonight, the show is kicking off. I have together on my screen right now.
I've got now. What?
What? Who? When?
Who's on first? I got Forever on second.
Forever. Together.
There we go.
All right.
So if you're watching this on a replay, if you're watching this live with us right now, you can sync up with us as well. Oh. There, no spoilers.
All right. So a couple seconds to balance it out, folks. Boston's back in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome back. KJ and Nick, the second half of the year award started Saturday night. Maybe Saturday night plus a week. Remember, we needed a few days. So there's a couple things that happened at Forbidden Door and such that weren't in the first half. So they'll make this the full year.
Listen, we avidly admit that we are on vitamins half the time. So you got to give us a little bit of a vitamin buffer here of, well, we got to put everything together. Remember what we put together.
Do you still have Together on your screen? No.
No, I have right now. I have replays of the men's Money in the Bank briefcase match. I got the Spanish Fly. I got Priest winning right now.
Okay.
That was arguably, honestly, respectfully to the Bloodline, still as far as match quality, the best match of the night was the men's Money in the Bank briefcase match.
Men's Money in the Bank briefcase match was great. I thought the women had a really good Money in the Bank match, Nick. I thought it went really well. I thought it was well done. I liked the ending, like I already touched on. Yeah, I mean, I think Dom and Cody was a bit of a disappointment for me. Drew returning was a good one. Riddle and Gunther, to me, never really was a decent match, not a great one. So, yeah, I mean, men's Money in the Bank match was outstanding. And Logan Paul, Ricochet, let's go.
100%. But to me, honestly, I don't know if it was the two flattest matches to me were the women's tag match, obviously, because it was mostly just an angle. It was mostly just,
what I love?
Ronda's got a hard out on her contract, so we've got to set up the Shayna feud now to send her out.
What I love about that, though, it didn't go forever. They kind of got into it, Nick, the women's match, and then it happened, and we were done. I was like, okay, short, sweet, let's go. Proved your point, let's move on. I liked it. I give them credit for that.
See, I was about to say, though, that to me, honestly, surprisingly enough, probably the second weakest match. Regardless, like I would say Gunther and Riddle was over this match, is Cody and Dom.
Cody and Dom surprised me. I thought Dom was going to have a little more of a comeuppance. Rhea was going to be a bit more of a pain in the ass. I thought it would be a little more of like, oh, look at this little shit getting up on him. And then Cody puts him in his place. But it legitimately was like a statement of you ain't where you think you are yet, little man.
It was almost a bit above a squash match. It was just like a tick above a squash match, I feel.
I'm getting the double suit. I'm getting the frog splash from Jay.
Oh, I just got them kicking out of the double pin.
Okay, I passed you.
God bless Canada. Can't sync up shit. Now I'm about to get the frog splash.
There we go.
Frog splash. There we go.
There we go.
It's a Samoan splash, the Uso splash, not frog splash.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, this is WWE Raw live coverage, live watch along, live watch party. Call it whatever you want. We are the alternative commentary. We are the Wrestling Utopia. We are the channel for fans by fans. So thank you for joining us. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share if you're feeling froggy. Seth Rollins kicking it off, Nick. Damian jumps him and cashes in on the fucking ramp.
Just rolls him up right there. We're going
right there.
24/7 title. How many commercials are there? 20. So I guess Bash is setting a line at 20. Are you counting individual commercials or commercial breaks? Because if there's 20 commercial breaks, so help me Jesus.
Right.
Getting Seth coming out here like back streets back. Oh no, this is actually wanted that.
I don't know if I've ever seen like a mesh turtleneck before. I gotta be real here, guys.
I still think, and I still love that whole theory that I think you of all people came up with, that it's really just we had all these big time Beck's clothing just laying around the house, and someone's got to fucking wear them, Becky. So I guess I might as well.
Right? No, that's what it really does seem like. Like it's this is like modern Elvis. I don't
A bit. Oh, James, I'll put a pin in that because I did see that theory, and I honestly halfway forgot about it. I haven't verified it, but
Someone
so
else brought this up to me. I think it was
we'll put it.
Polo.
Wait, what?
I think someone else brought this up to me on the side, like on Instagram or something. Someone DM'd me about it. Very interesting.
But I still haven't verified it. So, like I said, so we'll put a pin in that for the commercial break because we got. And that isn't not. I know we hate sing-alongs, oddly enough, as much as we sing along.
I love them.
And those glasses are goofy as shit. But is this the best like fan interaction entrance right now in pro wrestling?
There's some really good ones, but yeah, I think so. As far as like letting them go a cappella, letting them kind of carry it on. Some people complain it goes too long, but I mean, listen, your job is to get over and get a reaction of the fan. Seth is doing it at such a level. People are like, he's doing it too much. You're like, get the fuck out of here.
But it's to me, it's one of those of, especially like if you've ever been to a big concert or anything like that, you see a big act, anything like that, to where you could sit there and they just start a song and then just let the crowd finish it. You can, that's literally what they do with Seth's music here. You could do it literally from Burn It Down and they just go along with it.
Yeah. Those glasses, man.
Yeah.
They're a lot.
They look like he's going to see a 3D movie.
I feel like. Sorry. Go ahead. No, I was just going to say, I feel like this is kind of what he was trying to, accomplish, being the savior, like almost like that sermon vibe to everything, and somehow he accidentally achieved it like 5 years later as a babyface.
Seth Televangelist Rollins, is that what you're trying to say right now? Now I need him.
Wow, he brings up Jey Uso out the gate, bro.
You'll love to see it. Well, I mean, I feel like you have to address it. Is it a little weird that your champion on another brand, granted he has the ties to Roman Reigns, is addressing and acknowledging your tribal chief? But
you got a new Money in the Bank winner, not Becky Lynch, Buddy Sky. They're booing Damian pretty hard. That Puerto Rican flag right in the middle, though.
Yeah, but still, they're very much. He's just giving us a recap of, in case you missed Money in the Bank, here's everything that happened, by the way. Seth Rollins out here looking like the sixth member of 98 Degrees. No, he's the sixth Backstreet Boy, sixth or seventh, or however many there were. Man always comes out dressing like a bad bee. He comes out here looking like, does mother know thou weareth her drapes?
Right. I did see this, Damien. I will confirm that. I did see. Oh,
wrestling has more than one royal family.
The huge pop for Cody.
We're gonna get Cody versus Seth.
No, we're gonna get Cody and Seth versus the Judgment Day tonight.
Oh,
yeah, that's where we're going with this bad boy.
Yup.
Come on now, Cody just walking out all nonchalant. There we go.
Yeah, he didn't come up through the stage or any of that dramatic bullshit.
He's like, I get 2 of these tonight. I'll be back. Back.
Exactly. This is the prequel.
In his dragon skin jacket.
He is over. Anyone that says he's not over
here, though, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you want to talk about 1,200 people singing Judas? How about 10,000 people singing Kingdom?
You'll even just literally sit there and they cut everything and you just hear whoa, like love him or hate him. As much as we go adrenaline in my soul, something, Cody Rhodes. He's over. He lost to Roman. He's still over his shit.
He's crying. The child was crying.
That sounded. Someone clip that because that sounded so awkward right there. We see it, so I got it.
I was like, wait.
The child is crying, folks. The child is crying.
The child is crying.
But no, that's 100% of. We're getting. This is very much. Interestingly enough, this is Cody Rhodes ultra patriotic, how fitting, obviously, for 4th of July weekend. And we're getting Seth Rollins almost in that vein of that, I am the superstar, Billy Graham. I am, the Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour. Very
Right.
much coming out here with just all the rock and roll, like the what the fuck are you wearing, that type of outfits. But he's out here still. He's the biggest star. He gets the biggest reactions. He's fucking putting on hell of a matches every night.
No, it's funny. I see. Like, what I don't get is when people watch this and then you review the show and you're like, Cody's not over. This guy's shit. He walks into the building loses its fucking noodle. Like, wait a minute, time out. Listen, like, let's be real. It's piped. It's all piped.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
Cody Rhodes. Here's Cody. Tag team match player, right, Nick?
Holla.
Exactly.
Cody dressed to fight, but I like this. But can they coexist?
Dun dun dun. Oh shit! Oh,
dun, 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 dun,
we got more.
Dun, 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 dun. And that's such a good visual, and you can even see Cody just like mother.
Oh shit!
So for those who aren't watching along,
Cody's going after him. Cody not waiting. Let's go!
And Brock just smiles. Yes. So for those again following along at home, we have the alpha male of our species. Again, the one that I still say, if the aliens were landing today, the one that we would sit there and send out to say, "Bring out your champion."
Here comes the pain. Why would it be shaking my head? We're not done with this. It's Doomsday versus Superman. Ding.
Literally. Absolutely.
TV, beautiful.
Sometimes when you have two top guys going at it and just fucking throwing hands, and you have a guy that's like Brock Lesnar and a guy that's like Cody Rhodes, you don't need a ton of a fucking story. Cody Cutter.
Brock and Damian Priest for Seth and Cody. Fucking confused everybody.
You can take that one. You got that one. Fuck me.
Huge Cody chance. Brock Lesnar's in the house. That smile, all his face said was like, "Did you miss me?"
Well, and even then, when he was coming at him, of like he was kind of giving him that like, "You dumb son of a bitch, you really are gonna just run at me, right?"
Oh, Brock not happy. That can't be it. I mean, all right. Seth just lead him back, like, oh, okay.
Is this well, I was gonna say, so why aren't we getting a pull apart here? Why aren't we getting, they've got to be held back. They're so contentious with each other.
I like it though, because it's the bad guy stepping away. Okay, you got me. I thought I'd surprise you, but you went on the offensive. I'll see you later, my guy.
It was okay, but could have been better, I'll say.
Listen, it all depends on where it goes, and I think we're not done with either one of these two.
Well, no, clearly we're not. We're getting a tag team match later on. Player.
Well, I just made that up. I don't know if we're actually going.
I know. I thought they'd get announced it. Everyone, we got to keep the audio at a certain level here so we don't get, the copyrights and everything. Right. So I thought they had announced it. God damn it.
I don't know yet. What's SummerSlam without Mr. SummerSlam? Brock Lesnar.
Dun, 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 dun.
A lot of people want to point out the fact that Bray Wyatt has a pretty good SummerSlam history.
Well, do we go full circle? What comes around is all around with Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns at Payback.
Right. What was the last time Brock was in a tag match? Was when we started the Cody story. Remember? Everybody was like, why is this happening?
That's literally the last time. And then he just took him to Suplex City. Oh, I like this. We need to do our JR voice of, "As God is my witness." Oh, hell has broken loose out here. Good God Almighty.
It's Brock.
I feel like no one does a Jim Ross impression. They just do Ed Ferrara doing Jim Ross.
Hilarious. Commercial number 1. I hate the vape commercials. I don't know. Do y'all get the same ones we do where it like turns the person into something out of like fucking Exorcist?
Well, we get the ones where they turn into like a fucking Decepticon and shit like that.
Right? That's start crawling down the hallway.
They just get they just get all of the metal of all of a sudden if you vape, you just, all of a sudden you turn into goddamn Iron Man. But yeah, no, we get some weird ass commercials out of here. I know we're the only country that seems to not really have restrictions on advertisements. So, and now we're getting into a breakdown of advertisements. But anyways.
Right. Anyway, what a smart way to keep Cody away from the title picture. JV, I tend to agree. You got to continue to keep Cody away. We've rumored that it's going to be Cody versus Brock in some type of stipulation match. Perfect. Ding, ding, round 3.
But you don't keep him away from the title picture with this. Now he's floating. He's in orbit around the title picture now because he's in a tag team match, playa.
No, that was still not confirmed, Nick.
Right, but still, he's still coming out here. And what was he going to say to Seth?
I don't know.
What was that going to be? So he's still, whether they have the match or not, he's still interrupted Seth. He's still involved in that.
But yeah, I think what JV's saying, though, it keeps him out of contention.
I get it.
Right? It pulls him out. So it's like, oh, shit, Cody's going to go after Seth. No, he's not. Brock's back. So I see what he's saying. More than adrenaline in my soul. All right. So I like this. They have Cody coming out to go after the WHC, and then Brock comes out to F it. I like it because it wouldn't be believable if for Cody not to want to go after Seth. Check. I agree.
Fair enough. That is a perfect counterpoint to what I just said. I will admit that.
When the storyline is stale, add Brock Lesnar. It's too cliche. I don't understand though. What storyline? Like he's been in a storyline with Cody, so this would be part 3 of the Cody saga. I'm a little unsure.
But no. I can do you one better. You can't say there's no storyline to the Seth and Brock stuff, and then say when the storyline gets stale, add Brock. So that's the thing, is you can't say there's no storyline and say there is a storyline. You can't have it both ways. Sometimes just watching 2 top guys going at it's fucking entertaining.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, I'm curious. Like, that's my question about your comment here, artist. Is that in what storyline is stale? Where are they inserting Brock to invigorate it? And nothing announced yet. Yep, true story. Opening gets a 10 of 10. Okay.
Absolutely.
That's still here.
I was just saying, shout out the artist, shout out Matt. Yeah, I had to refresh because mine froze up, so I don't know if we're still
okay.
But I've got Seth right now going back to talking here. We're back.
Yeah, well, that was crazy.
Right.
Why was Seth out there for? Again, I think it's I like the fact there were people saying
now he's getting interrupted again.
This is why the champ's getting no respect tonight. No respect.
I can't do nothing. But this is good. This is great. I like this though.
Where's Finn?
But touche, tabernacle. But I do like this though. Of literally, there's so many people coming at the crown that he literally can't get a word in edgewise.
Yeah,
pun intended.
You know, you're right. And like you said, Nick, when it comes down to, people complain, oh, the WWE is too predictable. We know what's going to happen. So Seth goes to cut a promo. Cody comes out. Everyone's like, oh, shit. Brock comes out. Oh, shit. We go to commercial. We come back. Seth's still there. The Judgment Day comes out. Now we're getting away from predictability. And like you said, it feels like Seth's a marked man.
Right.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all.
I know you guys are prone to sneak attacks, but something tells me tonight Finn's not here tonight. Allegedly. Bray versus Lashley is supposed to happen at SummerSlam. Well, that's another guy who's been MIA. Bobby Lashley.
Is that true, Victor? Sorry. Is that true?
I think that's people just going because they thought it was going to happen at WrestleMania. So they're like, well, now it's supposed to happen here. If they just go to they just move on to the next show, expecting it to happen there. Well, we didn't get it here, so we'll get it there.
Where's Bobby? Like, it's not like Bobby's doing a thing and Bray can come screw him up. Where's Bobby?
Touche. He's on Friday Night SmackDown, by the way.
But we haven't seen him there, have we?
But does Bobby Lashley become a hired gun, a hired goon? If that's the new right-hand man, is Bobby Lashley.
He hires
that fucking team. You got to get through Bobby Lashley to get to Roman Reigns. Good fucking luck. Senor Money in the Bank.
The campeon. Where's Finn? Seth looks like Syndrome from The Incredibles meets the Righteous Gemstones. I'll accept that.
I know. I get where you're going there. Honestly, I do.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just You clicked on it, so I clicked on it. I think that by the end of the night, Damian Priest will cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase and become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
We'll see.
I'm gonna sing my song through the streets. I'm loud. You're loud. You're wee loud, sir. Ryan.
Damian almost got away with it before they start singing along, and they waited like a good 10 seconds. And oh shit, that's our cue.
Hey, it's better than when Finn was out there cutting a promo and they just sang all over top of him.
But Damian's got that deep voice that he can kind of cut through.
Yeah, no shit. He's like 40 years old.
He's a grown-ass man. There you go.
A grown-ass man out there. I still remember watching him in Ring of Honor when he was
Dom versus Seth. They're putting Seth up. They're putting Dom up on a platter.
And then that's still so great. He just, you know, boo. How everyone loved the Bad Bunny pop and the entrance and everything because you hit 2 chords and everybody lost their mind. Dom makes 2 syllables and everyone loses their fucking mind.
You suck.
You suck. Yes, Terrence, he's out with neck surgery. Mulder, or any words on runners plans after WWE to go have more babies and be on a farm, probably.
Somebody said that she was chomping at the idea of taking like an MMA fight. I read that somewhere that there's a possibility she wants to get back in, maybe one more swing at it. Certain people start retiring, and she's like,
I was gonna say that's all it will take is a swing and then fight over.
Right.
But you can have that.
Wait, did she retire? Okay, I'll come back now.
Yeah. So there's no one left in the division. Cool. I can win now.
But that is a rumor.
I'm gonna let you guys decide. Should sexy Seth Rollins? What? Pause. What?
When did we get that?
Not until tonight.
The crowd is losing it. They're standing. Or at least
the babies are getting thrown in the air.
So Dominic's going to fight Seth. But listen, I don't see this match ending in anything but shenanigans because I don't know if Dom's eating another loss again. Now we're getting into that like loss.
Hey, but still though, if I'm Damian Priest, so Dom, you're gonna take the L, but you're gonna go out there, you're gonna beat the shit out of him. You're gonna take a fucking chair to him, you're gonna fucking go right on his knees, do whatever you gotta do. And then I'm gonna roll in and I'm gonna be champion. I'm gonna cash this in. And then we gonna be champion. But I got Nakamura walking through the tunnel right now.
Booing is ridiculous. Pourquoi? Why? I think it's a natural reaction to the bad guy.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Are you not?
He's just waiting for everyone boo. So up next, by the way, we are getting Shinsuke Nakamura versus Damian Priest.
Shinsuke about to do a job.
We're getting back into the Toyota Tundra, the Ford Tacoma, whatever the fuck, the Rick Boogs era of Nakamura, I feel. If you just show up and you're a jobber to the stars.
Right. Finn cost Dom the match. Possibly. Apparently, Finn's not there tonight. We'll see if that changes.
But that would be, I can go with that. That was the artist that said that. Yeah, I could go with that. Because that'll be he's not here tonight, and then it's you don't know what I'm up to. All of that.
Right.
You're sowing the seeds of dissension.
Seth versus Dom is booked for tonight. Thank you for the super stickers here, artist. Face blue, smiling face. Thank you.
Well, and this is a perfect time to remind everybody, by the way, as I know we got the chat box filling up, everything like that. But we do have the super chats, the super stickers. We even have that lovely little membership there. If you want to join and become, part of our Judgment Day, our Dark Order, all of that, the Beardo Order.
The Beardo Order, the 4 lifies.
Yeah, the 4 lifies there. We do have that as well. If you want to make sure you show up, you show out, or if you want to just help support the channel, because again, everything that you guys send our way goes right back into just doing this bigger, better, and bolder. Why?
Right. Io Sky will cash in tonight. I don't see it. I don't see it. Commercial break number 2. Thank you, Alexis. Got Priest for the win. I also have Nakamura for the win. I'm going with Dale on this one, guys. Shinsuke definitely. Yeah, I don't like this one, but Damian Priest got to get the W. So that's where I'm going with that. Nick is going to take a pause for the cause. I'm rolling through a commercial break, and we're just coming up, well, I guess, first 30 minutes, 25 minutes or so into the show. If you were asking my opinion, a good start to Raw tonight. I've enjoyed it. I like what happened with Brock and Cody. I like what happened with Seth. I like the misdirection, a little bit of the chaos of we were supposed to get one thing, then we get another. Dom and Seth, I don't see this match being clean at all. I think it's going to be a mess in one way or another. I think Damien's going to be involved. Finn could be involved. We will see. Priest for the win. I see Io cashing in at SummerSlam. Keyshawn, I like that. It feels like we're going to get what? Possibly a triple threat for Asuka's title. I could see it. I don't really think that she takes Rhea's belt. I think she might go after Asuka. I do. Priest for the win. Damien for the win by DQ. Reed interfering. Okay. Solo is the new head of the table. Not yet. We're going to trial first, folks. We got to find out what's happening with the head of the table. Of course, the rumor, or at least what's been released now, on Friday, we're going to sit the tribal chief down. He's going to court. He's going to have to atone for his actions, his choices, and ultimately his failures in the demise of the bloodline. So we will see what happens there. I'm coming back out of commercial break, if you were wondering. I like that, though. He could be. I'm getting the replay of Roman getting beat. And I'm sorry, guys. That false finish when they hit the spike and the spear together, and we were all kind of, if you guys watch me and Nick and our reaction to it, we were deflated, like, oh shit, this is gonna happen. This is how it's gonna happen. And he kicked out. Not only did he kick out with the low blow. I mean, to me, that was one of the most unexpected moments of 2023 as far as holy shit, did that just happen? We thought it was done. That's where a lot of previous WWE matchups would have ended, and this one had more twists and turns. So here comes Shinsuke Nakamura. So is Drew on SmackDown? Yes. I feel like Drew was drafted to SmackDown. Drew on Raw. Was he drafted to Raw? I can't remember the draft. They don't want to remember it either, guys. KJ, how much are you interested in Omega versus Yuta Wednesday night? Not a lot, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys. And I know, listen, I want the shows to be a cooker. I really do. We got to watch all these live shows. I really want them to cook. I really want them to be interesting. I really want to get into it. I know this Omega Yuta match probably won't end clean in either direction, and maybe I'm wrong, but it continues the build, right? We're getting this build to blood and guts. Do we see additional people join the squads? Do things start to iron out and make a little more sense as far as who's going to be in blood and guts? I don't know, but I'm not jumping up and down. Could it be a good match? Yeah, I think Wheeler Yuta's got potential. Omega is good. He can go. So we'll see. Io versus Asuka is better. I tend to agree. Opening 30 minutes, I give it an 8. Alexa's happy with the first 30 minutes of Raw tonight. I like it. We'll see if we can maintain as ding ding. Shinsuke and Damien are kicking off. If you haven't made your prediction yet, get it in the chat. Let us know who you're taking. We take a prediction on all the matches, and we will take a rating out of 10 at the end of the night. So do not go anywhere if you're watching right now. Make sure you've hit that like. Make sure you've hit the subscribe button. Become a member. Become a for lifey, like Nick said. And watch all the wrestling with the wrestling friends you can't get in your real life. With Damian working that hand, start off. Priest for the win. Priest for the win. Priest. What's up, Todd? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Mike, welcome back. Priest for the win. Drew a free agent. No, I'm pretty sure he got drafted. You tested my memory, but I thought Drew got drafted. I just seen Sasha Banks in Mexico for some reason. Fair enough. Like just hanging out. Omega needs some time off after that Tiger driver. Jeez. Well, apparently he's okay. He was drafted to Raw. Okay. I figured someone drafted him. I want Elias on Raw. I don't know what happened to Elias. Poor Elias. Lost in the shuffle. And I think you could do something with Elias. Sometimes when we get, especially with a Raw, right? You get that middle hour that's real slow. If you had guys like Elias just to kind of entertain and he can wrestle, people get behind what he's doing, whether he's a heel or a baby face. I think you could utilize guys like Elias a little better. You know, start stacking these shows. EO cashing on a Rhea Ripley would be a Triple H booking. I don't know about that. I think he's very protective of Rhea Ripley as well. So that's a tough show. Dun, dun, dun. Praise with the shoulder block. Down goes Shinsuke. Have one for me. Cheers. Priest for the win. I like Bumblebee knock, but Priest has momentum. Bumblebee knock. I had to read that twice. Like, is he saying something wrong? Should I read that? I got it. Took me a minute. Yeah, Priest has the momentum. Plus, again, it seems counterintuitive that your Money in the Bank winner drops the match to Nakamura tonight. Better than Saturday. The Pick'em contest was rough Saturday. Yeah, listen, the champion is still to be determined, and the Pick'em's going to be tricky moving forward. But we're working on something behind the scenes to make it a little more organized, a little less of the buddy system, and a little more official. So stay tuned, Todd. But yeah, Saturday night, I mean, we had one person claim to go perfect, and everybody else was just fucking all over the place. Rightfully so. Kudos to WWE. Big knee on Priest as he falls to the outside. Who wants to walk with the Wrasslin? For Life Network. Shinsuke taking over. Going for the suplex. Oh! Reversed. Shinsuke gets dropped on the barricade, folks, outside the timekeeper's box. And the Judgment Day sit on the apron as we go to another commercial break. Boogs and Elias were a fun team for a brief moment. Yeah, listen, to me, Boogs and Elias could be put in a consistent tag team. A little bit of levity, baby face them up. People get a kick out of Elias's songs. I think there was something there. I mean, two big muscular guys, as far as they don't look like pushovers. I think they could have added some depth to a tag team division that doesn't exist. Elias walking somewhere. Yeah, just walking around. Priest shouldn't be losing in any clean capacity right now. I agree with you, Mr. Hook. I think it's going to be Brock and Cody again, which is fair. Those two know how to put on a show. Well, I do think that it's an incomplete story. So I think this was natural. I never thought Cody was going to wrestle anybody but Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series at SummerSlam. We are 5 weeks away from SummerSlam, so to me it makes sense. Why would we not have Brock and Cody start something new? And it started out well. The bad guy shows up. I'm back. Did you miss me? Written all over his face. Cody kind of mugs him. The villain's not expecting to be, on the defensive. And he kind of, okay, you got this one. I'm not done with you. Now we just set up a match for Cody and Dom. Who do you think is going to fuck that up? Without question, Brock Lesnar is not done with this show tonight. And this continues the build to what I believe is going to be a bull rope match or a cage match or a dog collar match. I doubt it. But rumor was it was going to be a stipulation match at SummerSlam. And that's why a lot of times I know we talk about, well, this got ripped up and that got changed and da-da-da-da-da. This company has a plan. They have, like, not just next week, what are we going to do? Who's going to be where in certain checkpoints? Now, they might not have a plan for everybody, but for their top guys, they know the schedule for Roman. They know the schedule for Cody. They know where these top guys are going to be inserted and utilized and how so. So I have faith. I think we're heading towards SummerSlam, and 5 weeks away, I'm excited for SummerSlam. I think Money in the Bank was a outstanding premium live event. I thought they did extremely well. And I think coming back on Monday, or sort of coming back for SummerSlam in a few weeks, giddy up. I mean, this is what wrestling is all about, and I love it. You know, WWE always wants to put their best foot forward, but there is a little bit of added pressure because the other company's putting on some good shit. So Forbidden Door success. We're heading towards All In. We got lots to talk about as we get there. But both companies trying to pull out all the stops and make their shows as best as they can. That's what we want. That's what we benefit from, being a spoiled fan base at times. So no more Bray. We don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, bud. I'm tired of guessing about Bray Wyatt. I have no idea what the deal is. Back from commercial, big leg sweep by Nakamura to take control. Crowd's pretty boisterous considering we're back in the USA. That's true. Could you see Bayley challenge EO for the briefcase at SummerSlam? Maybe. I could definitely see Bayley being divisive in her feelings towards EO having the belt. Shinsuke blowing a kiss to Rhea. Dom catching it and throwing it at him. Big boot. Down goes Priest. Would you like to see LA Knight feud with Logan Paul or Austin Theory? I don't think we're going to get either. I think if my choice would be Logan Paul, I listen, Triple H went out of his way at the press conference for Money in the Bank to point out that patience. Good things come to those who wait, and LA's clearly ascending. Those words of reassurance, I'm just making up words now. Reassurance from Triple H gives me faith that they have a plan. Logan Paul, I think, might end up feuding with Ricochet. Austin Theory might be interesting. LA Knight as U.S. champion works for me. I was waiting. Speaking of U.S. champion,
ascending. I forgot I had the thing, but yeah. Speaking of ascending, I am ascending right now on the vitamins. But how you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, rolling along, Nick. It's been a good one. Shinsuke and Damian, not bad match. The crowd's into it, which I like, and both men going back and forth.
Absolutely. Right now, I've got Damian working out of an arm bar right now, and we got the up kicks. But yeah, I heard you talking about if LA Knight feuds with Logan Paul or Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a spicy meatball. It's now because LA didn't win the Money in the Bank briefcase. What do you do with him now? Does he go after a guy like Logan Paul, which, like you said, it almost could be set up to where we get Paul versus Ricochet, or even Steve G says Paul versus Bad Bunny, which has been speculated, percolated about.
I like the idea of Ricochet and Logan Paul because they've already shown a bit of a chemistry for causing some chaos and what they did at Money in the Bank. I mean, Logan Paul was legitimately cut up from how he went through that table because it didn't.
Well, that was a botch that they managed to pull into a spot, but that shows you how athletic both those gentlemen are.
Naki with a 2 count.
Why you say Naki?
I don't know. Someone said Bumblebee Naka, and it made me laugh.
So Bumblebee Naka fits. When you say Naki, all I think of is Michael Nakazawa.
Oh, Nakazawa? Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, Priest down again. There's no way Brock's just going after Seth Rollins. No, he's not.
No, he's going after Cody Rhodes. adrenaline in his soul. Suplex, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, roll up.
He's going after the belt. Lesnar is on Rollins. No, he's not. KJ's taking a pause for the cause. Yes, he is. Where in Baltimore, Maryland, my hometown? Fair enough. I thought you were asking me initially, but you're just letting us know that, yes, Monday Night Raw is coming live from Baltimore, Maryland. But there's no place that I'd rather be, and there's no place you should tell your friends that they'd rather be than right here with the Wrasslin for Life Network. Cheap McFoley Pop. And Damian Priest with the 1-2-3 on the choke slam on Nakamura. So that does that. Tony Khan Bear versus Roy Brock, brought to you by the FDA and the DEA. Larry, I don't know if we said what up to you, my guy, but I do kind of love that comment. I'm fully fine with that. Just fuck you, Sada. 1-0, thank you for coming. Well, thank you for coming, JV. Bye. Hassan, what up, my guy? Happy 4th of July, early tomorrow. Absolutely, yes. It's 4th of July weekend. It's Independence weekend, and that's why even we're going to be back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow it's not the Great American Bash, but it's going to feel like the Great American Bash because it's going to be on the 4th of July. But even then, I kind of noticed it, but I kind of didn't notice it of MJF showing up on Collision wearing, the very ultra patriotic gear there, the 4th of July gear on Canada Day, just to be a little bit more of a heel there. Oh, tonight they're just are they gonna just replay the match? If it's that good that we're gonna just replay the match, are they going full WCW Goldberg DDT? In case you missed it, we're gonna replay the whole match. I mean, it was a good match, but fuck. We're also getting Seth Franklin Rollins versus they're now calling him Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Oh, okay. 1-0. Alexis is 1-0. Larry's 1-0. Dale's 1-0. Nakamura main roster run has been trash. It was good up until his feud with AJ Styles, because I still very much liked and remember that whole I'm very sorry for what I did to AJ Styles. That was great. Up next, we've got the new women's tag champions, Raquel and Liv, after Shayna turned on Ronda. Dun, dun, dun. Boston's 0-1. Curtis is 1-0, but I am in commercial break right now. KJ's on a pause for the cause, so I know he mentioned it, but I will as well. If you haven't done so already, folks, be a friend, tell everybody that you know about our channel. Let them know that they are missing out if they're not watching pro wrestling with us, because nobody covers as much pro wrestling as we do. Nobody covers pro wrestling the way we do. And we got all the fun bits and bobbles, all the fun options there that you can click. We got the Spotify, we got the TikToks, we got the Google Podcasts, we got the Instagrams, we got the merch store, we got the Tiki-Talkies. We got the memberships, we got anything and everything for your pro wrestling needs. Why? Curtis, what up, my guy? I think I haven't seen you yet so far tonight. How we doing? And Eck, or if you'd prefer me to not call you Eck, if there's something, I feel weird saying EQ. I don't want to just keep calling you Scales like you're a fucking crocodile or something, but let me know. That's where I'm going for SummerSlam. Ford Field, baby, home of WrestleMania 23. Steve-O, shout out, my guy. I know some of our constituents there in the fantasy faction, everything, are going to Detroit, Rock City, or just say hi to Uncle Trick there out in Detroit, but are going out there for SummerSlam. And SummerSlam this year has very much a certain buzz around it that's going to make it feel special and very much towards that way SummerSlam used to feel, versus it was just, hey, it's starting to get warm out, so I think they're going to do SummerSlam now. Nick, that was funny. TK Bear. Yeah, well, I mean, if the shoe fits, you might as well two-step in it. Mike, what up? Why did Shayna Baszler stab Ronda in the back like that? Because Ronda has the hard out on her contract, so she's not long for the pro wrestling world, and I feel some wrestling fans are rejoicing over that fact. Some people are trying to say that it's a big mistake by WWE, but I think she I don't want to say she was fully a flash in the pan because she wasn't. She lasted longer than that, but she very much has served her purpose. And just the way with her personality, it seems to be, and everything. Again, this is all allegedly, but I feel like there's no other way to go with her. She's not a week to week talent. She's not somebody that's gonna be working house shows and be fine with just running the tag team division or, going back and forth in that. She's somebody that is main event, main card, main title or bust. And I think that's even part of why they initially signed her. So I think that now that that's ran its course, it's a mutual splitting than anything. Which Mania was it when Seth stole the belt from Roman and Brock? That was WrestleMania 31, sir, in Orlando, Florida. Yeah, that was with the giant play button. The greatest heist. Yes, 31, says Alexis. Tomorrow is NXT Underground interest. Yeah. Outside of everything with, it being 4th of July, it being a Tuesday night of hopefully you haven't blown off your fingers. You haven't Jason Pierre-Paul'd yourself with the pyrotechnics there. But even if you still got the couple digits there, make sure you click that button for that like button, that bell notification, that subscribe button, all that. Make sure you're tuned in when we're here live tomorrow night for NXT, because we're getting the re-debut, the reintroduction, the for one night only, the special attraction of Raw Underground is coming to NXT. Or does it just get called NXT Underground at this point? It should be just NXT Underground. But we're Sunday, so they're going through the Samoan Dynasty. How fitting that the Most Wanted Treasures is going through the Samoan Dynasty there with Rikishi. Just after he'll probably show up on Friday Night SmackDown in the tribal court there, the trials and tribulations of Romulus Reigns. So I think that's only just a little bit of a subtle hint there that we might be seeing the big quiche. And I'm not talking about the food dish. What? Aren't you guys Canada, if I'm not mistaken? Some of us are in Canadian, and some of us are in the U.S. I be in the U.S., KJ be in Canada, Luna be in Canada, CJ be in the U.S. So we're on that 50-50 split. We're on that divide. We're on that dual citizenship. Damien's 1-0. Boston gamer only. That Eddie Thorpe versus Damon Kemp match is Raw Underground style. We're still getting a Raw Underground and NXT Underground style match. We're getting, style and profile, and we're getting that Yama pit fighting shit. We're getting Gable Stevenson even getting involved. But I'm still getting right now a video package about Money in the Bank and showing you can't even call it a heel turn because she was a heel already of Shayna turning on Ronda. But it is still interesting that this was the highest grossing arena event for WWE. And also all the bad wrestling nerds, I guess, or that aren't nerds quite as I am, that what's with the M on Ronda's forehead? She's imagine Vegeta there. Just imagine Ronda. Larry saying, need food, be right back. Well, don't worry, we'll be here. Speaking of being right here, what?
You say Vegeta?
Vegeta, yes. I like Dragon Ball Z. Vegeta's actually my favorite character.
I love Vegeta.
Which, by the way, if you are a fan at all of Dragon Ball Z, go and watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It's funny as shit because it's just literally, it's like if we dubbed Dragon Ball Z.
Shit. Ronda's here.
Ronda, somebody's loud.
Probably me.
Yeah, I think it's definitely you because I just refreshed and I can still hear.
Ronda Rousey in the building, folks. Nakamura. Oh my God, I'm way behind.
No, I got her grabbing for a microphone right now, and at least she doesn't have the raccoon eye paint and everything.
Nope, she just. No, she kind
of. Rousey on I'm Sleep. Yes, this is the Ronda Drowsy segment. Brought to you by NyQuil.
No chance to talk. Thank God.
Yes, no chance in hell. Eric Bischoff coming out. Wait, what? No. Shayna Baszler, and she took all of Ronda's raccoon paint and just said, "I'm gonna look like an anime villain."
Wait, holy shit! Sorry, dude.
No, you're good. I couldn't hear the promo.
Some solution. Rowdy in the building. Yeah, she is. And Shayna walks out and says, I'm pretty sure we're all tired of hearing you try and talk on a microphone.
Get in this ring. I owe you. You're such a narcissistic. Shut your mouth.
Shayna's over just because everyone hates Ronda.
the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Apparently,
they're like, okay, we got a Shayna heel turn. Nope.
Baszler on, I'm up.
I'm up.
It's all about the ace of spades. The ace of spades.
Shayna doing great with that mic.
Well, is it hard to be a worse promo than Ronda?
What's that?
You said Shayna doing great on the mic. I said, is it hard though to be like a worse promo than Ronda?
Well, I was a little nervous that this would all suck. Like they would both kind of tread water on it, but Shayna's doing really well.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. Look at me when I'm fucking you up. I scratched and clawed for a chance to get here. You walked into one. Straight to WrestleMania. You're a wee loud.
Nope, it's leaning face, Bobby.
But is she only a face because everyone's boo Ronda?
Yep, 100%.
I owe you the sobering reality that I'm better at this. I'm here to shut you up. Well,
I can finally shut you up. Wow. Baszler not fucking around.
And Ronda literally just looks like the kid that's like shitty ass sidekick.
Yeah.
It really looks like that kid that's just like, well, fuck, I can't say anything now.
Oh. Down goes Shayna. Down goes Shayna.
It's still interesting to me because if this was allegedly, supposedly, according to the records, if this was an MMA fight, Ronda's winning. If this is a pro wrestling match, Shayna's winning hands down.
Shayna switches into an ankle lock. The crowd pops.
Drag her back. Drag her back. No rope breaks in a beatdown, bitch.
I agree, Dale. I agree, man. Shayna did good.
Shayna, tell me when I'm telling lies.
Oh, wait, did she clip her?
V-trigger.
Wow. Dude, it looked like she jucked her.
Kevin Patrick with the line of the night. What the hell did we just witness?
Right?
What's that one dude sign? It's freaking long as hell. Man's got a whole paragraph on the sign.
Right? Yo. Oh, shit. That V-trigger was stiff.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And shout out the, previous birthday girl there. Luna Havoc.
Still recovering from the birthday. But yeah, the birthday girl out there. Hello, Luna. How you doing tonight? And a lot of people giving love to Shayna. Like, even in the chat, people are kind of on board with what's happening with Shayna Baszler.
I have Maxine Dupree out there and putting Otis in a headlock as she's trying out, and we've got Coach Gable.
Uh-oh.
No, I almost want to be here for it just to watch the calamity. And sometimes of like, oh well, wait, no, you're not supposed to go, but you are going. If you see the car crash happening, so you're like, I kind of want to watch it. It's that morbid curiosity,
right? What's this? A Rousey match? I'm actually excited for. Yeah, I think especially with the rumors coming out that her contract's at a hard stop and maybe she's kind of done with the whole wrestling thing, which yay. I'm okay with this. And I mean, Shayna carried that segment and she was outstanding.
Absolutely. Well, and is everyone just excited because it might be the last Ronda match? They're just like, well, we don't have to go through anymore.
Right. Now here comes your women's tag champions.
Why are they entering separately?
I don't
You're
know.
a fucking tag team. Enter together. Act like you actually like
Both
each
tag
other.
champs don't. Even the men.
Well, okay, so they're at least doing a little bit like KO and Sammy of like Raquel gets her little spot. Raquel looks like a fucking superstar compared to Liv.
I don't know, man. Lives over.
I don't know. Liv's kind of just looks like I'm just excited to be here.
Like, yeah, go Live. Sorry, I mean, whatever.
What?
They held the cam was on the handheld cam was on point. Damn, Shayna. Yeah, I looked stiff as shit.
Right, but I think when it's those two and they're have the history they do and in the sport history that they do, they can handle doing something like that.
Here comes Sonya. Oh, we're getting the tag team turmoil.
Oh Lord. This might be turmoil here.
I hope not.
Keyshawn saying, wish I was Otis. So we're getting the complaint department. Let's go, complaint department. Versus Liv and
Let's
Raquel.
go
So we're
complaint
getting
department.
I'm taking them. We're getting Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville versus Raquel and Liv. And at least one of these two acts like a fucking tag team.
Well,
no, it's a
number
one contenders tag team turmoil. I thought we were getting a fucking match between these.
Indy and
Candace. We've actually got Candace back.
Yeah, shit. We haven't seen them in a minute. Does that Indy's back from injury?
They found their way. They found their way back.
They found their way.
Oh, yeah, I like this from Curtis. Bite her neck, Shayna. Like you bit Becky Lynch's neck. Yeah, go full vampire. Go full
Remember
Blake.
when she used to eat people? Yeah, that's right. That was a thing.
And, for all of one segment, she just turned Vampire Baszler.
Right? Do it. No, I like Shayna Baszler. I mean, you expect her to be a heel, but listen, the crowd is not going to cheer for Ronda Rousey, especially with the rumors coming out that she's, I might go back to MMA. I might go back to farming. I just don't want to be here. A lot of people are going to be like,
we don't want you here either.
Don't let the door hit you.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Right. Maxine can put me in a headlock anytime.
You motorboating son of a bitch, you.
Right.
But I am in commercial break 3, 4.
This has to be 4, if not 5.
We'll say 4. Call it even.
Shayna should show the fire she had all the time. Yes. She needs to
go back to NXT, Shayna? Yes.
Yeah. Where she just broke people. Shoes, please. I like this gimmick, though. I hate to admit it. I like the coach gimmick.
I like Chad Gable. I just wish he got better.
Now, here's an interesting thing, right? A lot of people talked about the Alpha Academy. Tomorrow, we have a loser leaves NXT match. It could be the ultimate release of the grizzled young vets, but it could also mean that the brothers are on their way up. The Creed brothers.
The Creed brothers, yes.
Interesting.
Interessante.
Damien, Shayna Baszler. This Shayna Baszler is a badass. I love it. Yep. And I think as long as she's beating up Ronda, people are thrilled.
Right. So are we getting Dana Brooke back in this match? I couldn't
on the list?
catch all the teams here.
Was she on the list? I didn't see it.
I don't know if she's on anybody's list, honestly.
No, she's still gonna complain.
I'm taking Team Chance for the picture or Team Chance for the win. I got picture in picture. There we go. I'm taking Karen. I'm getting picture in picture. I'm getting fireworks going off outside my window.
Nice.
Yeah. Is that Indy? Indy back? Yes. Of course, though, fitting with, Indianapolis Jones and, the Dial of Destiny, we get Indy Hartwell back.
Right.
Gotta keep it all Indy.
Let's go. I want Gargano back tonight. A lot of people are itching to get a Gargano back in the fold. So we'll see. When did they become a team?
Today.
Emma and Nikki Cross.
Yeah, they became a team at just now o'clock.
Just now o'clock. Not something we expected, no.
Not something we expected, but I almost kind of halfway like it. I can hear you. Oh yeah, Nikki was trying to team with Candace. So, I'm sorry, I can't. It's
Right.
awkward. Just why did we need to show? Oh, so they're literally telling you now how they became a team.
It was now
Like
o'clock.
I said, just now o'clock. Earlier today, it's literally because Candace said piss off. But so we've got no introduction, no intro for Candace and Indy, by the way.
Yeah, they're in the ring.
Yeah, already in the ring.
Oh,
We've
look,
got
they gave him guns.
Aiden Carter. The Go-Go Girls are out here for the tag team match.
Yeah, the only reason I think they're not going to win is they're so babyface, right? And I don't know if we're going to go. Generally, rule of thumb is we're looking for a heel. The Karens might be the best bet in this group.
If we're going with this, you go heel versus babyface. You set up for that. Most of these teams seem a la babyface. And
as we enter the second hour,
the complaint departments, they had a push until they kind of just went by the wayside for a hot minute. The only way you get Kanan Carter, Chance Encounter win this is because they're going to be the next champs. It's if the babyface team wins this, it's a transition.
They're so little.
Bro, I think the way that they win is just they take those guns, those t-shirt guns, and they just like shoot a t-shirt at like the referee.
Right. We got Indy in the ring and go knocking out both Karens. Just now o'clock. Yeah, no, that made me laugh too. Emma Cross.
Every now and then a blind squirrel finds a nut.
Right. Nikki turns on Emma. I don't know. Eric Young's still signed to the company, right? I don't know. Does this count as time spent? Like, what is happening?
I don't know. Let's T's and P's, by the way, real quick for Trench, not Tretch from Onyx or anything, but Trench there. Buff ass Tom McDonald. Being future endeavored from AEW. And even then, it still wasn't a release. It's just his contract wasn't renewed. It's Tony Khan ghosted him.
Yeah, that's the Tony Khan way of like, sorry, new phone. Who dis?
Well, he was literally there for a cup of coffee. In the
and it was not a good cup of coffee either. It was sludge.
A cup of fucking methadone is what he was in there for.
Christ. Right now, Candace dropping
a spade.
Yeah, senton on Sonya Deville.
Moonsault misses.
Did Emma have plastic surgery on her face? I do not know, Bash 8. I cannot confirm or deny.
I don't want to speculate. Oh, and yeah, so it's Dana Brooke and Tegan Knox are a team, by the way.
Oh, fuck, Tegan's back. Look at all
these in the Rudy Blue Hell.
Look at all these women we haven't seen for weeks.
Yeah, we haven't seen Tegan in forever. And Indy and Candace are out quicker than a hiccup.
Oh, Nikki's in though.
Nikki just said, "Oh shit, bitch!
I want that title."
You'll
now
do
this
nothing.
Is where we're back to Crazy Nikki though. That's good news.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and still, how interesting is it that they're literally the only team blind tag into Emma as Nikki's got to go take care of Candace because she's down, she's wounded, she's hurt. But the only team not wearing matching gear is Dana and Tegan. And if you didn't know the jobber team, now you do.
Right. Emma fighting. Nikki's crawling out, making sure the Candace is okay. So she's abandoning her partner at the moment. And Emma hanging in there, though.
Fair enough. Well, everyone forgets that she was actually a good wrestler when she was Tennille Dashwood.
Yeah, no, they kind of dropped the ball with her, and then they let her go to Impact, and she did some indies, and she did some Impact, and she kind of found herself. And
they didn't drop the ball. They never had a ball for her.
That's true. They fumbled it the whole way up the field. So
can't fumble the bag when you don't have the bag.
Very true.
Oh. But yeah, no, 100% of she established herself, and then she got caught up in the moss there with Riddick Moss. And now she just became his girlfriend for a hot minute.
Well, you got Emma, you got Chelsea Green, you got Sonya Deville, you got Tegan Knox. You got a lot of talent standing around the ring.
A lot of talent, though, that you need to still develop, that you need to establish as talent. A lot of talent that guys like us know as talent. A lot of people that a lot of talent that regular casual viewers see as enhancement talent.
Alexis went with Candace in Indy. Oops.
Whoopsie. Well, no, where was it? Oh, the artist saying Ass Girls win. No, Isla and Alba are not in this match. They won't
They're
be
the
here.
Ass Girls?
Neither is Gigi or Nikita.
Okay, fair enough.
But I know who was going for.
Oh, there you go. Sonya. Another pin.
I'd like to speak to your manager. Let's go.
Emma for the W. No, Aaron, no. Here comes Tegan Knox. The girl with
Not
the shiny
someone who
blizzard.
I hope the world for, but she's just got all of the bad wheels, it feels
She's
like.
not wearing a brace, so that's good news. That's interesting that neither knee is braced.
Instead she's wearing bandages. That's
but it's better than that big old clunky. Like, I mean, legitimately to have the brace to kind of support your knee tells a story, right?
You don't want her being out there stone cold Steve Knox,
right?
What? Out here with this rainbow hair, what? Out here with 2 bum knees, what? No ACLs, what?
Tegan Austin.
Tegan Knox.
Chance and Carter for the win. Interesting.
Commercial break as we get
another
Dana
commercial.
and Tegan, the Bad Knee Society instead of the BCC, the Bad Knee Society.
Going with the Twerk Sisters. Fuego de Sol is gone from AEW as well. Aww.
Did anyone notice that torch being put out?
No.
Back
to Survivor.
He was no Fuego no more.
Right. 1-1, says Alexis. Karen's in it to win it. Yeah, looks like it right now anyway.
Right. The way is eliminated.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm getting picture in picture again. I got Weber Grill commercials.
Yeah, they're still trying to build this. I mean, they're still trying to build this Nikki and Candace kind of story that's been on and off for months now because it's very rarely revisited.
No, it's just a rehash of Nikki and Alexa of just literally she's just like the weird kind of stalker of Candace of can we be friends? Let's be friends. We're friends, right? We're friends. Yeah.
There you go. Bring back Johnny. And then you have Sanity to, just fucking with the Way and DIY.
Yeah, all of Sanity comes back. All of Eric Young.
All of them. Let's go.
That's it. All of none of them.
All of them. Who is Rainbow Bright? Tegan Knox.
Yes, Tegan Knox. Emma tried to steal the bag and WWE let her go back in the day. I don't remember any of that. Chef saying the crowd is silence. Emelina was the best. No, that was the Emelina. That was cringe. And I hate using that term, but that was cringe.
I have a feeling that this is tongue-in-cheek, artist. You can confirm or deny, but I feel like that's tongue-in-cheek.
Or if you want to put your tongue in her cheek, I think that's the only reason you'd be fucking for that.
Nah. Kissing a water bottle.
I wasn't saying you.
I'm not getting picture in picture. That's not fair.
Yeah, I'm not because I'm watching on the USA webpage versus YouTube TV.
What's cheap?
That's for you to decide, sir. That's for you to decide. That's for you to get your own ass in trouble, not to drag me into this shit.
Right. Dana puts her hands up to taunt the crowd, up for the crowd taunt, and the crowd goes flat. Yeah.
They were just following the Miz rule of when my hands go up, your mouth goes shut.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, okay. Listen. Dana Brooke can whine and cry all she wants, and tweet out all she wants, and have all the wrestlers come to her. Oh, you're great. Don't worry, you're great. Your mom says you're great. Like, come on now. Listen, she can lean into the fact that she's getting a whole lot of not love and try and
they got eliminated off camera
during the break, and we're down to Chance.
Jobber. You got eliminated off camera. All due respect, due disrespect, like
right,
bruh.
Yeah, get Dana and Tegan off. Come on, before we get back from break.
And I hate that with Tegan, though. I hate that with Tegan. But Dana, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Obviously, the company has given her nothing to work with, but she has done nothing to give them something to work with.
Tegan Knox and Chris Statlander should be a tag team called MCL. I'll accept that.
Meniscus.
Tegan Knox, you mean Glass Knox? Yeah, shaky legs Knox.
Right, but so we're down to the final two already. We've got the complaint department, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green versus Chance and Carter. Katana Chance and Caden Carter. Rock'em Sock'em Thoughtbots from NXT.
Right. Did you just call him Thoughtbox?
I was gonna just go with it and just let it just see
who
caught it, and you caught it fucking hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, no, that made me. Yeah. No, that's funny. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't tag team turmoil 6 teams, not 5? So if there's only 5, could there be a 6th in the lurch?
Do they have 6?
Yeah, they didn't have 5.
Right, they had to force together 5. Lucky you asking for 6. You're lucky you got 3.
Right? We got 1 tag team or 2 tag teams and 3 thrown together tag teams, including the tag champs, actually.
Facts. A little bit, yeah. There is no division.
Fuck. They need to work on that. I thought they were working on that, but apparently Ronda's out, so they're not. The crowd is pretty quiet.
Can you blame them?
No, Dale's saying 5, so there is no lurchy team, apparently.
We'll see.
Dana
Chop with the back elbow to Carter, or to Chance. Sorry, Katana Chance.
Yeah.
Carter now setting up for the superplex on Mrs. Cardona.
Hey, Tiffany Stratton and Ludwig are a thing, by the way. I'm telling you, that's fucked up. Ladies and gentlemen.
If I was hanging out with Tiffany Stratton like that, I'd be saluting a lot too. That's all I'm saying.
Near fall.
Artisan botch, Dana Worthless. Where's Alba Fire? On SmackDown. I bet that Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans, will be there for the trial of Roman Reigns. They might even preside over it. That's not a bad shout, especially how one of them is Roman Reigns' father.
Right.
Karen's for the win, says Vance. Karen cheated to W. Richard, that's the most logical thing you've said, and notice how it only took you 4 words to say. Oh,
there goes Carter.
Keyshawn's burning something with Riddle.
Yeah, no kidding.
Chance, man. Yeah. You there with Rick O'Shea. Oh! Through the shot.
Behind the official's buck. Richard gets one right.
Yeah, Kaiser and McGee a thing. Willis McGahee? Is that who we're talking about?
Wow. So you're new.
Let's go.
I'll take the win on that one as well. I'll
no. You don't get that. You don't get
Why?
that. I don't know.
Who did I pick?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I gave you the way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Not today.
Yeah, not today, 100%. But the complaint department finally gets to speak to the manager. They are now the #1 contenders for the women's tag team titles. And honestly, I'd pick them, obviously, like I did before when I thought it was going to be that match. I will pick them to beat Liv and Raquel.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting.
I'm behind them. I support the complaint department.
I think the company is going to support Liv and Raquel.
Oh, okay. Then they go kind of right to censor with the complaint department there. Of just, I think they kind of maybe do that a bit of tongue in cheek.
I could be okay with that for sure.
Yeah.
Could Greenville pull off? They did. Greenville.
Why does that feel like that's in Ontario for some reason?
Right. Welcome to Greenville.
Welcome to Greenville, Ontario, Canada.
We got to replay the women's Money in the Bank, by the way.
Right. 1-1, 2-0. 0-2 or 2-0, 0-2, 1-0. They almost tripped over Katana Booty.
It's true. Barely fit out under the ropes.
That's how you know she got a wagon.
Right.
So rock me, mama, like a wagon.
Rock me, mama, anyway.
Oh, I just got the manhandle slam from Becky
blockbuster.
on the ladder.
So Becky's here, not happy.
Yeah, she's wearing what was left of Seth Rollins' white top,
Yeah.
the brown top. He wore the little sunglasses. She took the big sunglasses. The big giant blue blockers there, like she's got life alert.
On the way into work, she's like, quick, trade me.
I'm telling you, you said it, I think, initially the best of that is this is literally just all big time Beck's outfits. Right. Like, well, we've already bought all these fucking outfits, so somebody has to wear them.
Someone's wearing them.
Right.
Karen's will lose the title match. They're better shaking and complaining.
This video package already for SummerSlam's lit. It's granted it's up there at least with a Transformers or a Fast and the Furious trailer. I'll say that because there was more cars than a Ford lot.
I think we're gonna have a little fun with the visuals on that one.
Vroom vroom.
You always do, KJ. You always do. I don't know what I always do.
Well, no, he literally you timed that perfectly. Having fun with the visuals. You always do. You always do.
There you go. At least put Knox and Emma together. Maybe. Knox and Emma.
Call him Fort Knox.
Why Fort Knox?
I don't know, because it's the only thing I can think of that had Knox in it or something.
0-0, says Aaron. I had a feeling that Shayna became a babyface on Saturday. The crowd popped for her on Saturday, but then you have to wait and see what the American crowd does. They echoed the sentiment of the British crowd.
But because she was against Ronda, you put her against anyone else. You put Shayna versus Io or something like that. She's getting booed. Christ, I would honor to say if you put Shayna versus Rhea right now, Shayna's getting booed.
Yeah.
She's a baby face only around Ronda.
And I wonder if part of them thought Shayna's going to turn and people are going to cheer for Ronda, but that's not how it's working out. So regardless,
I don't think they've thought that. Well, I think they've thought that before, but not now.
Maybe not. But that's giving them a lot more credit. Liv Quill needs to build up a streak. Instead of the titles being hot potato. Liv Quill, Drowsy.
Right.
We got lots.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I like this. Have Hogan introduce the Superdome. I mean, the Silverdome. Yes, I love that.
Right.
Chelsea's good all around. She's really good in the ring, good at character work. Though we have yet to see WWE let her show what she can do in the ring. Well, because she tends to break her wrist when she does.
Oh.
Most people say break a leg, she breaks her wrist.
Break a wrist. I think Lita returns to team up with Becky Lynch for Zoe Stark's entrance Stratus to build a match for SummerSlam. I don't know what the thump was, but it was like perfect timing.
It's literally I've got pyrotechnics. I'm not live at Baltimore for Monday Night Raw, but I live in New Hampshire, which is literally the state motto is live free or die. So fireworks are literally like outside my window right now.
Yeah, I think I can kind of see some as well.
Oh, I can hear them. I don't need to see them. I can just visualize because I hear them. Boom.
I meant that you picked Chelsea and Sonya. Just kidding.
Don't worry. We still made it work. You good.
Right. They should have had Ronda turn on Shayna. I think same result. And it made Shayna a badass, actually. I don't know if Shayna gets the love
for babyface Ronda.
Yeah, and I don't think Shayna's going to get the love that she's getting right now as being the victim of Ronda. Like, people are mad at Ronda, but Shayna tonight and on Saturday got herself over in two motions.
Shayna may get a babyface rub just because she got rid of Ronda. How ridiculous does that sound?
Right. It's true.
Nikita out with an ACL to at least Survivor Series.
Is it still that long? Because I feel like she's been out since fucking January. Like, I feel like it's been forever with this.
Sometimes you got to wait for the wagon. But I've got a video package amping up Bronson Reed right now.
Yeah.
He's if Roman's kicked out of the bloodline or any way we want to go with that, if he has to incorporate mercenaries, Bronson Reed's not a bad shout.
Right. Damien, I like that. What did Damien say? Oh, okay, the return. Okay. She ain't worthless. WA ain't do nothing with Dana and Nikki Tegan as of yet. Listen, here's the thing with Dana, and we've talked about this before. She just hasn't evolved. She hasn't changed. She's doing the same shit she's always done. There's nothing compelling about Dana. And if I was Dana, what happened at NXT where the crowd turned on her, I would have leaned into it. I would have done what Punk did, where the fans started booing Punk in Toronto and Hamilton. He leaned into the boos. He mocked them. He put his hands to his ears. He gave us Hulk Hogan moves.
Right.
Like, that's what you do instead of going to Twitter and saying, well, the fans don't like me and I'm trying really hard. Tough shit. It's your job.
Dana is the fucking Pikachu of the Pokemon series of just not anywhere near as over, but just doesn't want to ever evolve. Like you said, it just doesn't ever want to fucking go to the next level here. Just wants to stay with, I do what I do, right? But that doesn't work. But
let me put it out to everybody. Like if a young lady was trying to be a famous musician or singer, and her singing was the shits, do we just put her to number one on Billboard because she's trying really hard? No, you got to achieve. You got to push. And I'm not taking it away from her effort and her, the trying. And I'm sure she is super passionate, but she's got to find a way to get over.
That's the thing, is love it or hate it, it's a hard pill to swallow. Of you can try really hard, but if you don't have it with the way you're going, you either need to adjust, adapt, and overcome, or you sink. And that's the bitter fucking truth of it. But I've got Becky coming out right now, looking like fucking the Fifth Element right now.
Good old American muscle.
That's so interesting when I'm looking at Becky Lynch right now. And you're like, good old American muscle. It's like, she's Irish, sir.
And skinny.
Not you.
What?
Sorry, Siri popped up when I said skinny. She like, me? No.
You insulting me again?
Oh, man, get out of here.
I heard skinny. Did you mean Siri?
Ricochet and Logan Paul need to team up for a bit. Why?
Yeah, no. Sometimes organic hating ends up being the rub. Yeah, if they went heel with it, but they want to keep her being babyface.
Well, she just doesn't have the experience or the know-how to kind of stick and move, treat it like boxing.
Treat it like boxing, stick and move, stick and move. You ain't got to. I can't go through the rest of those.
We got to explain all the shit.
Yeah, but the next one I can't do.
No.
Right.
Here comes
Trish
the Dish and Tony.
Bro, why the fuck? I was thinking like Coyote Ugly though when you got Trish up there. Oh, we're back to fucking Rip Hamilton mask Trish.
Right, but she did get kicked in the face.
But still, this harkens back so much. You know as well as I do that this is more homage than shoot. This was one of the best. This was honestly one of the times when Trish was at her best heel of literally the Rip Hamilton mask.
Pikachu with plastic surgery.
You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at.
Yeah, I don't care, man. Woo. Yeah, this is where we need Jerry the King of not the face.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Nope. No puppies. No, none of that.
All right.
But no, this is where we got the infamous segment to where she was backstage with doing the intro to Monday Night Raw with Shelton Benjamin that was copying the Monday Night Football with T.O. The towel drop.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can even see the fucking bruising on it. Oh, that's graphic.
Yeah, she got.
You can see the like the actual shoot bruising underneath it and shit. Like, goddamn. No one is better than me, except for.
Now I wish my auto tune kicked in there. That would have been fun.
You just gotta talk like this the whole time. My expert Twitterage. Ooh, that's a first
Aaron.
terminology.
Yes, that's what Nick was touching on. Is maybe the best rendition of Trish was when she was rocking this mask.
The best heel rendition. Yes. I'll say that.
Trish Stratus is not 52. She is 46 or 47. 47 to see money. Who said she was 52?
She's number 69 in your playbooks, number 1 in your hearts.
I don't give a shit if she's 82 if she looked like that. Son of a bitch.
I don't give a shit if there's a goal in the net. You still got to score.
Larry the King Lawler, I'll take that. Thank you, Larry. Thank you.
That works. That's perfect. I like that. Well, we've got Steven Elimination Chambers. Now we've got the multiple Larrys. Now that's how we differentiate between the Larrys.
Becky is by far the best talker in the women's division. Yeah, I think I would. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Yeah, I think she is actually right now for a while.
Who's what?
That Becky's the best talker.
Oh, what now?
Becky's the best talker.
I heard you.
But right now. Right now.
Okay. Or ever.
What did I get? I mean, I picked this woman to win the Money in the Bank, and I was wrong. Damn it! Come on, Becky. Right? No wonder I won't vote for number 2.
Puppies.
Puppies.
Tripp said there was no injuries. I don't know how legit this is.
No, he said there was nothing silly. I mean, it would be funny if it was just played up, but she did get clipped, and they talked about it during the match, where there was a bit of blood in the match. But I mean, I guess the only other type
because I'm the ace of the women's division,
right?
I don't know if you should take offense with this statement. The only reason I love Canada. Thank you, Trish.
It's one of the reasons I like it.
That's one of the reasons you stay there.
I told you, dude. I used to like right next to my house, like the coffee shop I go to like almost daily was one of her gyms that she owns here, one of her yoga studios, and it's just pictures of her, like 20 feet, pictures of Trish on the outside. So that was my morning wake up every morning. So
just drive by strolling.
Do you remember the fucking VHSs, the divas in the Caribbean? Yeah. 14, 15 years old.
Porn.
Mom, it's just a wrestling tape. Trish pouring water all over. Ding.
Yeah, this is where everybody walks in when you're watching pro wrestling. Is
what happened to Dodge wrestling? What happened to Dodge wrestling man face? She actually looks good, like Lee Remini on Roy. Remini.
Shout out, I guess, King of Queens, but
yeah, right.
Dodge. All I can think of is Dodge Ram. Thank you, Trish, for the sign right there. Shades of 2004, Trish. This segment is total yarn. Yarn. What are you hitting at there?
I wasn't a whole lot. We kind of talked through it for obvious reasons.
Yeah, it's a lot of you could watch this on mute and you didn't miss shit.
Bailey's a valid argument. I could make a strong argument for Bailey being one of the best talkers in the women's division.
Bailey and Becky, to me, it's you flip a coin at times. Becky at one point was a world beater at that point. Bailey would have been a second clearly. But at this point now it's almost slid to it's debatable clearly. And she's apparently the newest member of the Judgment Day for those following along with Money in the Bank.
Right. Much like 64-year-old Sting, we don't need Trish Stratus jumping off ladders and taking sick bumps. I think it's a large difference between what Sting did and what Trish gave us. Like Trish wasn't giving us huge high spots. She was leaving that for, the Zelina Vegas of the world. But I agree with you. I mean, you want to minimize, but I mean, there's a huge difference as well between 47-year-old Trish and 64-year-old Sting.
One tried to jump a country mile off of a ladder on 2 tables on the Sammy Guevara. The other just took a bump on a ladder.
Right.
And I will stand by this statement of just because of the simple kilometer to miles transfer that Trish would have made that jump just because it would have somehow, through her Canadian superpower, shortened.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's often been said Sting takes one bad bump, he's paralyzed, could be paralyzed. And when you see that moment, you're like, geez, dude, are you just tempting fate too much, my guy? Like, it's amazing at 64, you're doing half the shit you're doing. Maybe don't shoot for the moon. Let's not be Icarus on this one.
Sting went from one crazy spot a year to one crazy spot every 6 months to one crazy spot every week, I feel. It's just progressed a bit to where it's now that Sting's role is just you do the crazy spots, right? You're there with Darby, so you're too slow to do anything else. You can't move out of the way on a table spot, so you just gotta fucking jump, right?
Anybody know why Cody's back? Yeah, he's gonna get a third one, artist.
Because when Cody's not on screen, everyone should be saying, "Hey, where's Cody?"
I have a feeling he put a suit on because we're not getting a match at this point.
Maybe.
He said, "Hi, Jackie."
I don't know if I'm hearing you or me because we're so in sync. Me?
I believe that's, what did he just say her name was? Jackie.
Gleason?
Jackie Gleason, not even a little bit.
Jackie Gata.
Jackie Gata.
Oh, are we going back to the ninja?
They really are overdoing the entrance. Listen, I do admit getting 3 of these entrances tonight, it will be a bit much. This is the funniest comment of the night. I'm sorry. Selfishly. I just realized.
TJ, you have been here for how long?
It's just the best shit.
Made this joke how many times? What?
Right. The now o'clock was.
That's a now o'clock moment. That's going to be the new fucking thing now. Is now o'clock.
Cody overdue. Cody is awesome. Can't overdo Cody. He's awesome. So that was it.
Oh, the meme match of the night. We've got the Max. Well, we've got what? Maxine Dupree. I almost call them the Maximum Male Models. They're kind of our Maxine Dupree, Otis, and Gable versus Valhalla and the Hot Topic.
Right.
Formerly known as the Viking Raiders, the Viking Experience, War Machine, the War Raiders. Literally, all they're missing is just a symbol. And they're just up there with Prince as to how many, names they are known as. Jackie Redmond, another Canadian. What?
Right.
Who?
Oh, that's the new backstage lady. Remember, they replaced Kathy Kelly, I believe.
Oh.
I think she's maybe on SmackDown.
They move shows.
Right. This is funny. More like a fuller beer. Fair enough. You don't know me.
Or a fuller bowl. Why?
Either way. Why did we need this promo? I don't know. This second chunk here is kind of getting a little slow.
You got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. I think I know what you're going to do.
What's up, Jake? How's it going, folks? We are in a commercial break. We're just past the 2-hour mark on our stream tonight. Remember, we are back tomorrow for NXT. We have a loser leaves NXT match between the Grizzled Young Vets and the Creed Brothers. We also have the return of Raw Underground, I guess NXT Underground, if you want to call it that. So we got lots going on a Tuesday, and then we got more coming all through the week. Luna's Lounge will be back tomorrow as well, so keep an eye out for that. And then all through the week, more content coming your way, more live streams than any other channel. So if you haven't hit like, subscribe, please do so. Help the channel grow. We are growing by the second as we continue to, I think, today's the 3rd, right? Yeah, so today would be 16 months.
We're taking over the world, folks.
One day at a time.
We're going to do the same thing we try to do every night, Kinky. Take over the world.
That is fucking hilarious how many times I've tried to set that up. I'm like, what are we going to, same thing we do every night, Kinky.
Sometimes you got to force that shit.
That's so funny that you said that. Get out of my head, bro.
I hear voices in my head. They
It's just
talk
you.
to me.
It's not in my head. I think they're in my head. But it turns out it's just Nick. Oh, it's Nick.
Exactly. I am omnipotent, omnipresent.
Well, be Omni now.
I will be the Omni, the only, the Alpha, and the Omega, I guess, apparently. The Viking Raiders versus Alpha Academy is next. Yes, well, we also get Valhalla. We are going to reach Valhalla. Is this actually Valhalla's first match since she's been back? I think this might be Maxine Dupuy's first match. But Valhalla Viking Raiders for the win. The VV. Gable notice for the win, says Curtis. Joe, I like that. But yes, we are in commercial break right now. So I will remind everybody again, like you just heard KJ saying, 100%. We are still just a baby, just under 2 years old, and we're still trying to do, and bringing you nothing but big things popping, little things popping up to something. Season never sleeps. So be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Bye. Had to catch my breath. Cody and Seth could have an entrance battle. Isn't that just like a pose down? Are you just tuning them into Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson's characters there? Zoolander and fucking what's his name? I'm gonna need a pause for the cause for this match. Well, there you go. Well, you can take one right along as KJ does. Why? Is this commercial break number 10? Honestly, I feel like at this point I've kind of lost track. Are we going back to counting? We're counting individual commercials, or are we just counting commercial breaks? Because I think the line was set at like 20, and if we hit 20 commercial breaks in 3 hours, so help me, Lord. And Hal Venning, we're getting an ad for 2K23, the highest rated game in WWE 2K history. Asterisk. And it's also 33% off right now in case you were wanting to buy another wrestling game. Not saying nothing. But by the way, if you do even want to check out, if you haven't bought Fight Forever or anything like that, and you want to, see what it actually plays like, see how it actually goes and everything, and see it for your own true eyes instead of reading the reviews and everything like that, you can go ahead and check out Mr. CJ Brand debuting the Wrestling for Life gaming out there, doing his first little episode through Fight Forever. And I'll say personally, if you're buying it on PlayStation 4, you have to terribly turn off your Wi-Fi before you can actually get the game to play without it crashing. I'm gonna leave it at that because that's about I haven't played it through it a ton, but not off to a hard start. When I can't do anything online, I have to completely change my whole console just to play a game. But anyways, I have Alpha Academy coming out right now. I needed turning on Candace should be a W. Richard, I honestly want to know at this point, do you just intentionally say things that are inaccurate, or do you really think and see that these things are happening? Because if you do, share the vitamins. Otherwise, let us in on the gimmick, my guy. More Cody Rhodes as well. Can't forget Cody. Yes, Joe Black, what up? He's the Poochie of Monday Night Raw. When Cody Rhodes isn't on TV, everyone should be saying, hey, where's Cody Rhodes? But yeah, so apparently, allegedly, the maximum male models are no more, and now instead of what we thought we were setting up with Otis, going to Otis and joining the maximum male models, we've instead got Maxine joining Alpha Academy, and we've got the Viking Raiders with Valhalla coming out, and this would be badass. This would legitimately, honestly, be badass if they actually booked them to be fucking badass. Instead, they just have this long track record of like, well, we got beat up before we were going to have our match, so we can't have the match now because we got beat up beforehand. Like, in the 80,000 name changes, this right now works. a big presentation. If they actually built them up as a tag team, as a big dominant heel tag team, her popping up out of the mist and everything, it works. Just it's a cinematic viewing experience that works. But in ring, this is just falling like a fucking turd in a punch bowl. I got an Old Spice commercial. By the way, when the deodorant clip, the $10 mark. Well, what's under the $10 mark is 100% if you send us a super chat, if you join that membership lot. But yeah, no, I'm not a fan of Old Spice, anyways. By the way, but yeah, too much aluminum. But now we're getting on to the topics of deodorant, and we're getting out of hand here. Which of you are Pinky? I mean, I guess I've already established unintentionally that I'm Donkey, so I guess I'll take Pinky as well here. Let's see, you just replaced Narf with what? And I mean, I'm pretty much already there, so I'll take that. You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at. Joe, we need more adrenaline. Yes, we need more adrenaline in my soul. Something. Cody Rhodes. Raiders of Valhalla for the win. So yes, folks, we are at Bell Ring right now in this intergender trios match between Alpha Academy with Maxine Dupree and the Viking Raiders, the Hot Topic Raiders, the War Machine, the War Raiders, the Viking Experience with Valhalla. So let us know who you're taking. Valhalla. Now all I can think of is the Rasputin song somehow, for some way, because of thinking of Valhalla so much. Of Rah Rah Rasputin. Has Rico and Jackie for the 2.0. Haas, Rico and Jackie 2.0 for the win. Honestly, that's not a bad shout, JV. I like that so much because that's such a, like, I was a big fan of that whole era. I remember that perfectly. As we got a caterpillar already. At this point, though, with Otis, is it even more a caterpillar, or is it just a woolly bully? That's, I think, what we need to start calling it. Instead of the caterpillar, is call it a woolly bully. As we have that hit, we have the shoes, the fingers points, the Richard Nixon taunt there from Otis and Gable, as we go right into commercial, right out of the gate, just literally, a hop, skip, and a jump out of the match, and we're back in the commercial. So I think we're on 11 or 12 right now at this point. Which tag team deserves tag belts they never got? A, Big Cass and Enzo. B, the Highlanders. C, Crime Time. D, the Real Americans. I feel like Crime Time were champions. But with that being said, if I had to go that list, honestly, it's a 2-horse race between Cass and Enzo and Crime Time. Crime Time was, I would say, arguably as over as Cass and Enzo was in their time. So that's, to me, it's a split. The Highlanders aren't even in contention. That's still the funniest story to me, to where they got released or future endeavored because one of them was spotted in the crowd at an Impact show when Impact was just being assholes. Sorry, I've got the hiccups a little bit. The Real Americans, I mean, the Real Americans was more just, to me, a precursor for the Bar. The Bar was way better, but Crime Time and Cass and Enzo would be the tie there for me. Thankfully, I think I'm done with the hiccups. Vikings for the win, says Boston. Zoe and Trish are both in the play. Richard, I gave you a chance. Cody is the only wrestler I've liked in WWE to AW. Well, he's realistically the only one that's, or in WWE to AW to WWE. Well, he's definitely the only one that's made that jump, that's gone to them and then back to WWE. So that's a stretch to saying that. That's just my guy right there. He reminds me of old school Dusty. He can go with the best of them. In the ring, yes. As far as character work, promo work, I think he's not out there. He's not out there talking about the hard times, baby. He's not the American dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby. He's kind of close there, but I don't think he's fully there. Rocco, all of the above. Fair enough.
Speaking of not fully there.
Why?
Speaking of not fully there.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
I to prove how much I'm not, I didn't even
I was talking about
that
me,
sentence right. I know I didn't even say that sentence right.
No, we're rolling along. I was trying to outweight this match, but it went through a commercial break.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Yeah, you can't outweight this match.
Oh yeah.
AW Fight Forever is good. Buy it, book it. No, don't spend $80. It's a good $20 game, 15, maybe 20, 25, 30 if you're lucky with the DLC. It's not a $60 to an $80 game, regardless of whether you like it or not. It's not, the price tag does not fit it. Just my opinion. Anyways,
fair enough. I mean, and again, we're doing the play alongs with CJ, like you said, and yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, is it at the level, graphic wise, gameplay wise, story wise, of a game that you would expect in 2023? That's the question.
Well, and fair enough. I was trying to move along past it as Dale saying got Chad Gable team for the win, and then Artist comes back with stay away from PS version. Yeah, you can't have a good a fucking game release, and then say it's a great game and it's a great release and everything, and then just literally a whole console. Just don't buy it. Just don't do it. Just wait. Like that's no, you can't do that. I'll bite forever when PS has sale is on sale for $20 in 2 months. Yes, there we go. Shoosh.
Eric breaks up the pin attempt.
Artist, I just wanted I just happened to click on this because it's one of those. It's so funny because you won't get it because you were on your pause there.
You had hiccups.
He started off talking about the price of deodorant because he was talking about an Old Spice commercial being over old deodorant being over $10 for a stick of deodorant now. And then I was mentioning how I got the hiccups there at one point, and he's like, "Go look at the price of deodorant; it will cure your hiccups."
Right,
like, son of a bitch.
Oh, here we go. Maxine gets a decent pop on the tag.
Is it because we think she can't do anything, so we're amazed she can do something?
Look, the crowd's with her, though. Huge cheers and pops.
No, that eye image there, though, as she did that respectfully. She's a beautiful woman, but that was fucking haunting looking. That
right, I will find you.
That looked like fucking the creepy doll in your corner of your bedroom that just came to life right now. Just its head.
Oh, what is this? All that. What is this? Uh-oh, she's gonna do a caterpillar.
She's gonna do a worm, but it starts with an S. And if you can't figure it out, that's on you.
Valhalla says not today. I like the whole Valhalla is here.
Moonsault.
I'm waiting for the AW game to be $20, and I got it on Switch. So
fair enough. Honestly, that might have been a better shout because I should have thought about that because we have all the consoles. So Maxine Dupree with the roll up. The fruit roll up.
Shoosh gets the roll up.
And all of just the Beatles, the peace, love, and harmony, the shoosh. But that's what I was saying though, is the Viking Raiders could be a badass heel tag team, but they job them out. You are the jobbers of the division.
It's not good. It's not good for the Vikings. Like Valhalla, the land of never winning.
Right.
Oh my lord.
She did like I said, she did a worm, or it rhymes with worm and starts with an S, and I'll let you figure out the rest.
Right. Nice big moonsault by Gable, and then a roll up. And Sarah Logan goes 1, 2, 3. It's over.
Oh, there we go.
And moving on.
And moving on. Moving along.
This is funny where we're comparing it to Otis doing it, by the way.
Yeah, a big beefy boy slapping meat, pause, to the former manager. Yeah. So are you in the camp that the maximum male models have just ceased to be?
Oh, yeah, they're done. They're not even talking about them anymore. She's been brought into the Alpha Academy. And then in addition to that, they've found this groove where, Gable's moved into this coach role a little more intensely. And listen, I hate to say it, but the crowd was popping for everything she did, as shit as it was.
Fair enough. But Chad Gable is a guy who could be smaller stature Kurt Angle, but instead now looks like he's the coach in an Air Bud movie. As I'm getting a video package of Rhea laying out Natty.
Well, the tag champ's giving a little pep talk to Natty. I'm so confused by what we're seeing here.
Don't worry, so are we.
Impact? You mean Impact the game or Fight Forever? Whew.
Neither.
Oh, shit. Logan Paul and Ricochet next.
Oh, you sons of bitches. If we were getting Natty and Rhea, I might have to watch that in my private chambers. Why? But
Maxine versus Lana 2.0 is Lana 2.0. Pause. Fair enough.
Can you have Lana 2.0 when you could still have Lana? Just CJ Perry's still out there. She's not signed anywhere.
It's true. Oh, tomorrow night, Braun Breaker's angry. Kevin Patrick or Theo Riddick. Anybody but Kevin Patrick.
Right. Well, Theo Riddick, yeah, I actually think was in halfway decent. I'd take Saxton over Kevin Patrick.
Right. My girl Natty about to win the title. I almost bet my fucking beard on it. Are you kidding me? Natty's not winning no title. Ronda's not about to lose. Rhea's not.
I hope you didn't bet the house on that there, artist, because good luck.
Good luck. Rhea for the win. Ronda versus Shayna Underground. There, let's go.
So she can just whoop her ass some more? No.
Shayna did good tonight. That was awesome.
No, we're gonna get
Jackie.
What?
Like Jackie Gata?
Like Jacqueline? What are we talking about?
I don't know. I'm just reading what
I don't know.
There you go.
I was about to say, so with it being NXT Underground tomorrow night, and we're getting Damon Kemp versus Eddie Thorpe, and Eddie Thorpe's kind of got that whole like kind of Night Wolfy type gimmick and everything. Are we just getting NXT's version of Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, essentially. I'm really curious how they pull this off, if they make it at all viable. If it's something where people are like, oh, that was cool. I'm really curious.
Up, down, left, right, up, right, up.
Was the botch an improvisation by Ricochet, since they were both stuck on the rope and didn't fall outside of the ladder? Yeah, yes. It was a recovery for sure, Nick.
That was, they were supposed to have a spot. They were supposed to, I think, springboard into that spot, and then because of where they landed, they couldn't, so that they had to improvise it and still hit the spot. And that's why you didn't get the full rotation, because they didn't have the same angle.
What like we talk about the Tiger Driver. I mean, Logan went down hard, like boom.
Man split his shoulder.
Mm-hmm. But it's very interesting. I mean, good for Ricochet building up a feud with Logan Paul, and then we're going to get that up next. I mean, as far as we're going to talk about it at minimum. So good on WWE for going, these two might have something.
Two super athletic guys who, I wonder that if they could manage to make it work together.
Right. Keyshawn says, not going to lie, Patrick is better than Shivani.
And in the no shit category,
well, it's a different.
They both suck.
Yeah, Shivani's not good, but Shivani's not the lead announcer, right? Like, if we want to do
I don't think Patrick is either. I think Corey is. Sorry.
Oh no, Patrick's the lead guy. Corey's the color. As far as their positioning.
Oh, I get what you're saying of play
Yeah,
by
yeah.
play.
Yeah,
well,
the
yeah,
play-by-play,
because
right?
Excalibur's play by play, Taz
Yeah.
is color. So then, what the fuck is Shivani upset
Shivani's
of?
support.
Ho ho ho! He's
Yeah,
the Renee. Ho ho ho! It's Sting.
There's too many people on those tables. But yeah, I mean, if you would compare Excalibur to Patrick, I give a little bit of a nod to Excalibur, even though I do not like Excalibur as a commentator.
I'll just say this: at the end of the day, just put them on mute and just listen to us, and we got you covered at the end. Better than they ever will.
It's true. Damn true. I can see Natty doing that. Why? How? Who? Natty and Judgment Day?
JV. I don't know what you smoking on.
Right, step away from the bone.
In rotation, because ain't no way, ain't no how. No, sir.
What do you have in that gas master?
Right, yeah. She just goes from pink and black to purple and black. I mean, it's only a couple shades off, but still.
They're getting the replay of that table spot. As we've learned, 2 tables bad.
2 tables bad, 1 table good. Yeah, at least they managed to land in like the middle of both tables versus Sting landed on a table and then caught the second one. Oh, post match, they were just throwing hands.
Oh, okay. And if you
why are we just getting this now?
I know, right? Why wasn't this out on social media?
Fucking put that on a tweet. Then again, with the rate limits and everything on Twitter, so maybe that's why.
Hey, that is okay. Someone said Jackie was a Canadian earlier. I didn't really pay attention. That is Jackie Redmond. That's hilarious. She is very Canadian and been on the Canadian sports channels quite a bit. So apparently being on Canadian sports TV is a path to the WWE, right, Renee?
That's fine. I'll just say this, and I say this with all due respect. She looks like brunette D from Always Sunny. She literally looks like D's like interview character from Always Sunny. If you know what I'm talking about, that's literally what I'm watching right now.
I can't even say what I was thinking now. Son of a bitch.
Literally, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I call it as it is. Ricochet doing his mini Suge Knight outfit out here. Instead of Suge Knight, he's Sweet Knight.
This is my brutality. It's true.
Right.
Natalya is a genius. Guinness Book.
What the fuck?
Natalya in the Guinness Book.
Run that back.
The whole idea was, dude, my brain just started, my mouth started moving. My brain did not register a single fucking word outside of Natalya. Natalya's a genius. Wait, what?
I would have thought you went Guinness, like Guinness have a pint,
right?
Instead of genius. I'm like, what, this man's adding letters.
The whole idea is, how is it? I lost me at the pyramid scam, but
listen here, Alex Jones, take off the tinfoil hat and just watch some goddamn pro wrestling. How about that? Oh, she got jumped. We got a Calgary Stampede rolling through the entranceway right now,
which is an interesting choice.
Throwing them kitten paws at mommy right now. Why? I tried.
Riccaboni and Caprice, or Kevin Kelly and McGuinness. Riccaboni and Caprice. They're wicked.
Both is good. Both
are good. But if I had to pick, I would love if like Riccaboni and Caprice were Dynamite and send the other bunch to fucking Ring of Honor.
I still am waiting for Morrow to show back up. I want Morrow.
Mamma mia!
All right. That's a spicy. Morrow was great though.
Shivani runs circles around.
Hell, give me Morrow and McAfee. I'll take that. So we ain't got the for the maximum male model, so take Morrow and McAfee.
You know, Shivani legitimately runs around every show. That he's in so many different segments. You're like, this man be sprinting all night long. We got a ding ding.
He been snorting all night long, allegedly. Yeah, we got ding ding as mommy's taking her jacket off. I do kind of at least like this. At least it adds a different tone and adds a different edge to it. Of instead of already in the ring, Natalya, who's about to get jobbed out, instead she jumps Rhea.
True story, Unbroken. Welcome back, by the way, if we haven't said it yet. Tom Hannafin is way better than Patrick. Yes, he is. Get Tom back on. I'm down with Tom.
Or Matthew Rayholt.
Yeah, Matthew's good too.
Right.
Good talker. Very articulate.
Absolutely. Well, those two, and I'll say this as in just as I can, it reminds me a bit of Heyman and JR of one's getting through the points, getting through the bullets, of that, and the other one's articulate enough that they're going to add that little spice, that little emphasis on shit.
Yeah, for sure. My mammy, you tell her.
Awkward. I'll take Natty, says Aaron. Fair enough. Natty, one spicy Canadian meatball. I like that. Bring back Joey Styles. No. Joey Styles of like 1990s ish. Yeah, maybe. Joey Styles now. No.
98 Joey Styles, 97 Joey Styles. He was kind of, I give him credit. He brought that pure energy. He was a mental case, but
that's still where I get the Kata Hajime.
Right.
That's the thing is you got to dibble and dabble from all of these. Like I'm still a fan of. I liked Stryker until they started just giving him false facts because he got himself over too much.
True story. Natty just working over Rhea Ripley, if anybody was wondering. It's been all Natty so far to start this.
I was going to say, now we mentioned Styles and everyone's coming out here. Cat fight. Well, is it even more fitting that it's Natty and we're calling it a cat fight?
Yeah, no kidding, right? Rhea Ripley with a huge headbutt changes the dynamic of this right away.
What is all with the fruity pebbles, the rocky pebbles here in the fucking ring that I'm seeing on the mat here?
What?
Am I the only one that's seeing this? It literally looks like they're fighting fucking gravel.
All those beads.
Yeah. Oh, she just slapped her across the mat and suck it.
Suck it!
Now, I'll ask this because I'm of the male constituent. What does it exactly infer fully when a female says suck it? Because they don't have.
I mean, suck away, buddy. I think it means the exact same thing, just different.
I was gonna say that was alley and then oop before I could even get the ball out of the alley.
Right, just grab on and go.
That was I missed the rebound and you just dunked that shit.
I got this. Speaking of cat fights, anyway, Mammy top kitty. Man, we're never gonna get off this topic.
Not at all.
Nope. It's hard to get off of. I mean,
fucker. I thought that you put it too well before.
Who is with me next week? WWE Monday Night Raw in Buffalo. Aaron, remember, we got a rule around here. If you go to a wrestling show and you bring a Wrasslin for Life Network sign of some kind, we will send you a T-shirt for doing it in the building.
Oh, and even then right there, I was literally... If my Buffalo headgear and all of my Buffalo Bill shit wasn't out of arm's reach here, I would have been losing my mind already. If I'm still very much Aaron, you know how to get the soft spot in my heart of let's go, Buffalo.
Good match. The crowd's pretty quiet. But it's been a good match, solid match.
It's been a not Natty getting jobbed out match. So does that make it a good match? And bro, move the camera shot.
Listen, I mean, in all fairness, Nick, you give them. I just saw a comment completely fucking threw me off.
I know what comment you're looking at too. So moving on.
Yeah, no, but yeah. Anyway, good match, not bad match. Natty's a vet and deserves a good showing, even if she does the job.
Oh, absolutely. I want puppies. Cheese VHS. Yes, we all see the comment. We're not going to acknowledge the comment.
That's why this channel is dipped to like 7% females, by the way, guys. Behave.
I was going to say.
You started it, kid.
It's amazing how much Luna deals with this.
Yeah, no kidding. Right?
JV, you get the cone of shame now. You're like the dog that's coming back from the vet. You get the cone around your fucking head right now. GCW from Hartford, Connecticut this Saturday. Meow for mommy. Pause.
Hartford, the whale.
Who?
That's be a dumbass.
No, did you? I heard like Hartford Whalers. I'm like,
I was like, Hartford, the whale.
The whale.
Crowd Ben Loud. Who's Ben? I've lost track of all of this. I doubt
the rails have come completely off here.
Right.
And it's only Monday, folks. Just wait till Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Why?
No, you don't. Listen, you don't have to get on TV. You just have to have the sign and get a picture in the building with the sign.
Yeah. Does no one remember when we had sign guy Wrasslin that was at WrestleMania? And then he even popped on. We had him on the stream towards the end of, I think it was either WrestleMania night 1 or night 2, to where we were literally chatting with him on stream because he was there and had the whole Wrestling for Life sign.
Yeah, that's it. Him and his kids got t-shirts.
Yeah, well, Christ. Luna's been there live at Forbidden Door. CJ was been there for a couple of Raws. We had LJ pop up coming back for a hot minute at a Dynamite. So 100%. We're not only the channel that the wrestlers themselves tune into, but we're the channel that the people in attendance at the shows tune into. Wow.
Right. Nick's a Bills fan. I bet he hates my PFP.
Oh, because the Giants? No, I grew up around. I'm from New York. That's the thing is, your team plays in New Jersey. The Jets play in New Jersey. My team plays actually in New York. So
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
They don't win in New York, but they play there.
Fuck you. You and your Argonauts can piss off.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're over there. What's his name there from Small Soldiers? I am KJ, leader of the Argonauts.
Man, I love that movie. Picture in picture again. I don't got picture in picture. So Batch, congrats to you, buddy.
Yeah, I think. Well, there's certain ones. Like I said, if I was watching this on YouTube TV, I'd still probably be a little bit behind. But you get it in picture. I'm on USA's web browser. I'm in commercial for The Office right now.
Okay. She's beating the beads off Natty. Off or out? Rough. Wait a minute. I don't know where we're going with this.
We're going all sorts of sideways.
What's up, Asin? How you doing? 4-0. Rhea for the win. Top hat. I don't even know what that means.
Means he's a magician. He's out there just going Houdini.
Oh, Caesar the King.
We're gonna get in trouble.
It's true.
Oh, this is why no female viewers.
BT has pick.
Yep, those are words.
I have a sling, so I get a picture in picture. Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's so. Honestly, James, let me know, I guess, privately how that works out, because I've thought about that, because I don't know if that's an option for you guys over there in Canada. But
right.
We got all the weird, there's now the weird streaming services that like
you
get cable-ish for X amount. Oh,
good match, guys. Not gonna lie, Natty is going at it. Yeah, she is. She's actually getting in there.
Right. John, what up? Hey, KJ, big name. Why?
Going on, John?
I like this from Joe Black. That was a good burn. Yeah.
Sick burn.
No, sometimes you gotta just do the Kelso burn. I was saying burn.
So Jungle Boy will be back on Wednesday.
Okay, guys, honest, pump the brakes. This is a PG stream. No more mama. Kidding. Rocco. I appreciate it. He's like, when you're going bowling, you got the bumpers on the fucking sides there. You can't get it in the gutter ball. It's still enough to keep you within the lines there. I dig it.
In all fairness, in the description, it does say 18 plus, and be careful.
Yeah, but still, sometimes,
I didn't. We steered away from a lot more than we could have jumped into.
Oh, I know, but still. I'm just being respectful.
Fourth, not a Canadian thing. No,
Yeah, because
we had the first.
right, you got it there. You got there first. We got there on the 4th.
Yeah, today was a holiday in my country, celebrating our birthday.
Really. Cloverleaf. Oh,
If,
and on the turnbuckle. Oh, I don't. That was a bit of a stretch there. That was a bit of a hop, skip, and a jump to get that.
if Dana was that rubbish, why ain't WWE never release her like everyone other they release? That's a very good question, Bonkers. It really is a very good question. And I'm not even saying she's rubbish. I'm saying her presentation and her ability to get over is rubbish. So they can keep her around maybe because she's a good hand. I don't know what to tell you. She's great on main event.
I was gonna say because she'll do whatever they ask. I was gonna say you could say the same thing with like Aaliyah. Aaliyah's still under contract. Fucking Shanky's is still under contract. So,
Mommy going to the top, giving us a little Eddie.
speaking of Shanky, Shaggy.
Come on now. Natty looks her best shape in a long time. Maybe. Wow. Natty with the boot up.
I'm still wondering what the fuck is all around this ring. Oh, the turnbuckle.
The beads from Rhea's jacket.
Something.
Did they slip on him?
She's beating the goth out of her.
Beating the goth out of her.
Power slam.
Shades of the Bulldog.
Strowman.
Oh, what is happening?
Don't shoot her.
Natty, like, I got her.
In center of the ring.
Rhea fighting.
Oh, and she's bleeding from the mouth. If she's got the full fucking blade vampire fucking bloody mouth there.
I'll touch on that in a second. Right now, we're kind of caught up in the action. This has been a really good match.
Right.
But Natty's a Hall of Famer. First ballot Hall of Famer, guys.
Undisputed 100%. And since when did it almost felt like when did going under the ropes become a rope break? I get it. They had to correct it. Rhea had to go back and like grab behind her, but like that got awkward.
Oh, Natty slides in. Rhea slides. Natty slides out. Rhea slides in.
Big boo. Headbutt. And when are we going to start seeing some more Glasgow kisses on Monday Night Raw? Pause. That's Saturday now. For those who are just tuning in, we're talking about also with Drew McIntyre who came out.
I couldn't see it.
Stupid sexy Rhea pin.
Rhea with a pin after a hard fought.
Feels like I'm winning. Nothing at all. Stupid sexy Rhea.
Oh wait!
Now she's just beaten down.
Beth,
it's gotta be. That's the tie. That's the tie. We're just getting headbutts on headbutts.
Oh, it's Raquel. Boo.
Gumbercules and Liv coming out right now. So are we setting up for a 6-woman tag match, but Rhea has no friends?
At the moment, apparently.
Oh, Alba and Nyla. No, they're on SmackDown.
Show. Right.
Fuck your draft.
Canada has a different... Yeah, well, because it's like people have different birthdays. The countries do too.
Fucking, that's the best way to put that.
Right.
It's like how people have different birthdays.
And we're younger than the States as well.
No, you're not. I think you're older than us. We're one of the youngest countries still.
Oh, I'm curious now. I'm really curious.
1776, motherfucker.
How old is Canada? Am I a bad Canadian for not knowing this? 156th birthday.
Oh, you can't give us a fucking year now. All right, so we're gonna have to talk to the people while I look this up here.
How old is Canada older than the U.S.? Canada was founded before America. Yes.
Told
Canada
you.
was founded before. I didn't know. Canada became a British colony in 1534. The States was 1776. Yeah, because you guys went to war.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very much so. There you go. Fun facts with KJ and Nick.
Right. Fun facts. We've got Tommaso Ciampa.
Tomasa.
See, this past Monday. Or we're getting back into, this. It's not the Sicilian psychopath. It's more of like this bearded golem of like Schmiegel out here. Sicilian Schmiegel instead of Sicilian psychopath. No, Ciampa.
Oh, Ciampa.
And even right there, that spark.
The ruthless aggression.
No, don't start quoting Cena out here. No,
He
doesn't
said
come out there and slap Kurt Angle across the face.
Right? He said we woke up the ruthless aggression in Miz. Bullshit! No, not bullshit. Rhea's a boss.
Yeah, y'all not woke at all.
Woke? Fuck that.
I toke. I'm not woke. I toke.
Yeah, I'd rather be asleep than can call myself woke any day of the week.
Well, no, I'm not even fucking around joking about it that way. I was just making the joke of I toke. I don't. When you have to start putting fucking nicknames and shit to how you feel about issues, you've already lost the fucking issue. You already sound like an idiot.
Hey, I mean, we took the time to learn. I mean, I wasn't sure what the age difference was between the U.S. and the States. How many people did?
Right.
Very good match to me. Natalya held her own. Now, who does Rhea face at SummerSlam? We still don't really have an idea yet. I mean, we kind of keep thinking maybe Beth. Could it be Raquel? But Raquel's a tag champ.
I just like this. Sorry. This caught my eye instantly. That's 100%. That is the shirt. Toke not woke. That's the t-shirt. Yes.
Let me open. Let me.
Like I said, sometimes a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
Yeah. Let me.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Camel Eye Joe.
Pause.
Bye. Speaking of pause,
we're getting a look back at Money in the Bank. Oh, Nick is pausing out. Dubai is not a country. Who said Dubai was a country? What did I miss? All right. Anyway. Okay, let's see about this. What sport is the oldest? I don't know. It's got to be some Greco wrestling shit, like back in the original Olympias. Dubai is not a country. Who said that? I like The Miz. Listen, The Miz is kind of like Natty, a vet, been around, great gatekeeper. Don't expect much of them. It's really kind of how they are wired at the end of the day. The problem is you've kind of seen it before. All right, fine. What Ciampa just did was put over The Miz, explain that he's woken up The Miz. And now he's trying to build some type of, rivalry here that actually matters. We'll see. We were happy to get Ciampa back. And, kind of shedding himself of The Miz right out of the gate is not a bad thing, guys. Makes sense. Rock throwing. Already lit for next week. Let's fucking go. All right. Raw. Oh, Raw's lit. All right. Drop in the chat what's happening next week in case I missed it. Tiddlywinks. I'm with you. We all know the old sport in Nova Scotia is curling. It's true. Old as shit. Bowling. Frozen bowling. Ciampa looks like he's about to talk to a line outside of the Wonders. Ciampa by himself. I'm good with that, Richard. That's funny. Where was Io Sky? She had to cash in within 24 hours. I'm pretty sure it's an unwritten rule. Aaron, she's setting records. She's setting records right now. She's going to hold on to that for a little bit. And again, Friday, Madison Square Garden. We got a big match for that women's title. I think Io could be there. Maybe. Shock the world. Let's go. I agree, Bonkers. Let's live in the now. I like it. Wrestling is the oldest sport. Yeah. They called it wrestling. Miz should get a push. I don't know about getting a push at this point. Yeah, again, if you find something that makes sense, I'm good. Like, and again, I liked when they tried it, but it to me, you'd revisit something like the Miz with some younger talent or some type of faction that is legitimate, that it could come out and cause trouble and mess with your favorite baby faces and give the crowd a legitimate reason to boo them other than booing, oh, boo, we don't want you here. That's what I kind of think you could do with Miz. It's hard to push him because we've kind of seen it. We've kind of been there, done that. It's tough for Miz to be in that, all right, we'll take him serious. You're really going to have to push hard, and really, you can't do any of the 50-50 stuff we've seen with the Miz. Grunting. Is that a sport? Wrestling and horse racing are the two oldest. All right. Competitive nail biting. Ew. People were racing before wrestling. Okay. Racing what? Just running? Yeah, fair enough. Get marathon in there. I want Orton to come back. Orton's scheduled. Apparently, they have a plan, and Orton will be back at some point, folks. Dude, I can't wait. I don't care if he comes back as a heel, as a baby face. The place is going to come unglued when Orton comes back. It's been a long-awaited, often rumored that it might never happen. It's a big deal. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a champ. He's everything you would want to get back into the mix in the fold. I think it's excellent, and there's a lot of options for Randy. Miz should be a manager. Yeah, kind of that manager, but can get up on the apron and do some stuff, you know? Did you know highlights of the Bloodline Civil War at Money in the Bank has been viewed by more than 40 million times across WWE's social media platforms? 40 million times. There you go. Ouch. Male grunting is the oldest sport. There you go. JV knocking it home for us. What's up, John, AKJ, and Nick? I'm good. How are you? How do you? I became a Wrestling for Life member. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's all good, to each his own. Ding. All right, now, so we're getting a replay of Money in the Bank right now. Roman coming out, getting a recap of the entrance and how everything went. Maybe Beth comes up next week, says, you beat up my friend. And then, yeah, I mean, I kind of thought maybe it would be something like Beth coming out instead of the tag champs, but we'll see where this goes. I want Miz to get in big matches so we can see his wife come out with him. Chili, welcome back. All right. Get a little bit of Maurice. Have you ever heard of WCW Motorsports? Yes. I think so. Orton should feud with Riddle. Potentially, it's one of the options, right? There's Riddle, there's history with Riddle, there's history with the Usos, and there's history with Roman, there's history with just about everybody, including Cody Rhodes. Not necessarily, Joe. I mean, maybe not so much a manager. I think maybe more of a mentor. Like I said, he can still get in the ring. He's still kind of, maybe he does win a title or a mid-card title when he's insulated. Miz takes Pretty Deadly under his wing. Yeah, okay. Someone like that would work. Right? Someone like that would work. They're getting the replay right now. The stacking and the double kick out. The shock on Roman's face. It's crazy. Sports is defined as an activity involving physical exertion, and skills in which an individual or team competes against each other or others for entertainment. Thank you, Larry. Fun facts with Larry. Larry the King. Yeah, it's a crazy number. When we talk about the companies competing and the companies doing stuff, and I know a lot of people foo-foo the ratings, but you take the ratings with a grain of salt to kind of encompass that audience. You can kind of get a consistent idea of how many numbers are available within that viewing audience. But you look at all the social media, and you look at the clicks, and you look at the rewatching, and all of it. You put it all together, and WWE is just winning. They're set, they set records with Money in the Bank. They're for anybody that's mad about Vince McMahon or mad about what they're doing, or goes online and says, "Oh, it's over. They're terrible." Success, success, success. Packed buildings, loud crowds, success, and more success. They're having a very strong 2023. Sport implies. Oh, all right, I'm over it, guys. John, hit that join button. There you go. Oh, that's what the question was. My bad. I misunderstood. I miss Maxine's worm twerk about now. It could be a thing. I feel like we've been kind of in a lull, right? We're getting this long stretch. Here comes Riddle. John. So like Nick said, you click that join button. You see, when you go to our homepage, there should be a button that says join. Join now. And I believe there's a link in the description as well. WWE Crush Hour was fun as hell for the GameCube. Oh, going back. Cody. All right. Dom's face turn is going to be epic. It'd be very interesting how they get him out of this, right? How do you flip that switch, Aaron? That is going to be very interesting. It's got to be epic, I think, because it's going to be such a big 180. How do you just go back to the well? For entertainment, pretty sure Aztecs. Remember what's the sport called where they throw the ball in the hoop? Not basketball. The hoop is sideways. Orton should take the title from Roman, then Cody upset the feud with Orton. Maybe so. Larry, nobody's taking that belt from Roman. There's one guy that's going to take it, and there's only one guy. I don't think. I think Cody could win it, and Orton could be one of his first challengers, to be honest. I take the ratings with a grain of salt. Salt is bad for high blood pressure. Very true, JV. Yeah, I mean, I take them for a grain of salt. There's two major areas where I would look when I do look at the ratings. What I'm taking from them is that, one, what is your average? What do you like on a given week? What do you kind of average week to week? Because that is that part of the audience. Does that mean that's your entire viewing audience? No, but it's a good measuring stick where you can kind of extrapolate where you want to go with it. The other part of that is, how do you compete against yourself in those ratings, in those categories? So if you start off with 900,000 viewers at the beginning of the show, and you're at 600 or 700,000 viewers at the end of your show, I ask myself, why is the viewing audience dipping out? That's where I kind of, you break it down into a microscope that way. And yeah, it's not the be all and end all. Social media, streaming, I mean, I wish they could encompass it all and give us a better, more accurate number of impressions, views, and overall performance of all the shows. We'll go with that. Where's the storyline on that? Randy versus Roman. Yeah, I don't disagree, Vance. Natalya was impressive. Yeah, it was a great match. Really good match. And I feel like we've been in like commercial, or it's been a long while since that match, but that match was solid. And like I said, Natty deserved her fair fight, and here it was. And she still lost, which was perfect. That's why the WWE is called the Machine. That's it. They just print money, folks. People can say whatever they want. Oh, they're on a decline, and Vince is ruining the company. When guys like Endeavor look at the paperwork and go, no, whatever you guys are doing right now, whether Vince is involved or not, they're content. That's why Vince has the role he has, because they see it different. Oh, a lot of the fans on Twitter are upset. And what does that matter? Tickets are still selling out. They're still putting on shows. They're still having successful premium live events. In 2023, a lot of the pay-per-views set records. Best Rumble ever, best Mania ever, best Money in the Bank ever. Like, it's crazy. Kicking that sucker implies. All right. Let's skip down a little. Matt Riddle is doing it by himself for now. Right now, he is. Dom face turn when Escobar and LWO turns on Ray. Dom will come to save his father. Very interesting, smile mark. It might require something. It'd have to be big. It'd have to be big. People have really loved hating Dominic. So to get him to go the other way, you got an uphill battle. This match makes me think Randy comes tonight after Imperium gangs up on Riddle. Richard, I'll be very happy about that. I'll pop huge. I'll be screaming for Nick. We got Rhea in the back. Oh, EO. EO saying hello. All right. Rhea says, you try it. It would be the biggest mistake of your life. So EO putting people on notice. Here's the Judgment Day. All right, this is interesting. We got Rhea Ripley right now. She's mad about Raquel and Liv interfering, but interesting. Is Mammy acknowledging she might need a little bit of assistance with her current problem? But it does sound like Raquel and Rhea is a very big possibility, guys. When will Bobby Lashley and Bobby Roode return? Bobby Roode's recovering. I hope he's back sooner than later. He's another guy who's in his 40s where the WWE gets a little hesitant. I think they're making a mistake. Bobby Roode is a talent. Bobby Lashley, I don't know. Somebody might remind me. Was he taken off TV because of an injury or anything? I do not believe that I recall that being reported. But here comes one of my favorite entrances in all of wrestling, Imperium. Gunther off a successful title defense. Believe me, I can go at it with you, KJ, with the ratings, but 250 characters wouldn't do it justice. Okay. I don't think I defended the ratings very well. I think I was kind of very liberal about the ratings, JV, but how about her? Not many that can do it. Logan versus Ricochet should be explosive. It should be. I mean, you're talking high spots. I mean, they're battling in the back. I'm really intrigued. I'm really happy that they're going to continue this. And I really like the idea that we're getting Ricochet and Logan. I thought Logan was going to win the Money in the Bank. And for anybody wondering, Eichner just jumped Riddle. Is it weird that Riddle's fighting Eichner? Oh, sloppy power slam. That didn't go well. Scoop slam, by the way. We all need a very small amount of iodide salt. Tiny portion. We're back on the salt train, are we? What else we got here, folks? Dirty Dom is a weird name. Yeah, we got Dirty Dango. Leave it alone. Got Riddle for the win. Who else got Riddle for the win? If you're watching right now, I expect a prediction on this match, whether you got Fabian Eichner or Matt Riddle. I know it's not Eichner, guys. Has Vinci won a singles match? I don't recall Vinci doing much, and I do believe most of the time he just loses. Like, that's his role. I think very often in WWE, you have a main key person and a couple people that just lose for you. And I don't always know if that's the best look. Big moonsault by Eichner, though. Woo! All right. MVP and Lashley need to bring the Hurt Business back at SummerSlam and start up with Imperium and Lashley Gunther IC title match down the road. I would love to have the Hurt Business back. Everybody's been asking for it. Maybe that's what another sloppy exchange, but it turns into an ankle lock for Vici. Roll up. Crowd is dead quiet, and that's a shit win. What a clunky match. Yeah, this is all setting up something. I feel like it might be Sammy and KO, though. Drew! It's Drew! Drew McIntyre! So, Eichner loses in a couple minutes in what was a very sloppy, clunky exchange. And now Drew's here. Big boot to Ludwig. He down. Glasgow kiss. Oh, yeah. No, I'll give you that. That's even a hard one to call. Recency bias makes me lean Rhea because I think overall Rhea is a better in-ring performer than China. But, I mean, power on power. Jeez. McIntyre setting up the Claymore. Crowd counting down. And out goes Vici. Vici, Eichner. Eichner, fuck it. Now he's face to face with Gunther. Don't gay. That's Riddle in this case, right? McIntyre just looks over his shoulder. Don't gay. 4-1. Captain Boomerang. 5-0, says JV. Riddle for the win by DQ. No, clean. Roll up. Of course. Baldy for the win. No luck. Drew with Gunther, take my money. 100%. Drew versus Gunther at SummerSlam is going to be one of the memorable matches of that show. Right? I like that. Drew is in Con Air mode right now. Definitely looking a little Con Air-ish. I like that. And we're getting a repeat of Finn against Seth for Money in the Bank now, folks. What else we got? 4-1. Wait, it just popped in my head. Gunther wins at SummerSlam versus Drew due to the new member, fourth member, book it. Could work. Could work, Rocco. I think at least half that equation is already in motion. And yeah, a fourth member, why not? Why not? If you do it right, I'm in. Rhea versus Deonna Purrazzo would be awesome. A great match. Absolutely. Two phenomenal wrestlers. Give the nod to Rhea. Looking at the clock, that match must have been cut short. Perhaps with some of the segments we had earlier with Seth singing going along, maybe. It definitely felt short. And to be honest, it was kind of clunky, very botchy, very kind of, missed a spot. But they got there just to set up Drew. So that's all that was filler to get to Drew. Out come the Judgment Day. So we're going to get Cody Rhodes for the third time tonight. And I will caution the WWE. That is one way to make everybody go, oh, fuck this guy. Really? What's up, David? It's my birthday. All right, go, Shorty. Happy birthday, sir. Thank you for joining us on your big day. I greatly appreciate you spending even a second of your birthday with us. So I hope you had a fun and happy one, or you're having a fun and happy one, depending on where you are. But right now I got Dom Mysterio coming out with Mr. Senior Money in the Bank, and Rhea Ripley, Seth Rollins. I will take your predictions in the chat, guys. Who are you taking? Dom or Seth? This is going to be a good one as we go back to commercial break. I will remind everybody we are back tomorrow for NXT, Wednesday for Dynamite, Thursday Luna Havoc will be here for Impact Wrestling, Friday the doubleheader. It's going to be a fun one, and then all into the weekend and back at it another week. Big shows on the horizon. Slammiversary's coming up. Of course, we got SummerSlam. We got All In and All Out a week apart. Lots of wrestling this summer. Lots of things to get into. Not forgetting, we also do GCW and a bunch of other companies along the way. It's going to be a fun summer for wrestling, folks, and hopefully you like, share, and subscribe. Be a part of the family. We are the wrestling channel for fans, by fans, and we appreciate everybody being here for even a moment. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy birthday. I like it. Drew, yeah, you know what, Aaron? I really like that comparison. I maybe feel like Nick said that once upon a time today. I don't know if it was Drew that he made the comparison of, but yeah, very much so. Like the guy that a lot of people like, they know there's talent there, but just trying to find where he fits in to really stand out. That's my take on it. I think JD joins Judgment Day today. It could. I mean, there is always that caveat when wrestling tells you, hey, by the way, someone's not here tonight. It often means they're here. They'll be here. They will be a factor. Hold on tight. So, yeah, I mean, absolutely, JV. I could see JD getting involved. I could see Finn showing up. Very interesting. Plus, we still have the big bad Brock Lesnar lurking in the shadows as well. Happy birthday to you. Cody Rhodes, third time. It's Dom versus Seth. Oh my God. Did I say Cody? I meant Seth. Thank you. I thought Cody was coming back. I'm getting nightmares about Cody. Thank you. Happy birthday, Dave. A virtual shot and scissors for you. There you go. Everybody, could use a good scissoring on their birthday. Why are we getting Cody a third time? Ignore me, Boston. I'm just talking out my ass. Drew loses to Gunther due to the Imperium interference. Drew turns heel after hating being cheated so many times against Roman, Karrion, and Gunther, and he forms his own group with Gallus. I could be open to listening to Drew working with Gallus. I'm a big fan of Gallus. I like what they're doing at NXT. I could see them being utilized for sure on the main roster. But we'll see. I think Drew's on his own mission right now. I still would like to see Drew do a heel turn. I really would. Cody here with Seth wins by DQ. Thank you. It's Seth, not Cody. Ignore me. Something about to happen. It's only 10:37. Damn. All right. We'll see, artist. Got Seth for the win. Yeah, jobber of Imperium. He hasn't done much, if at all. No contest, too many shenanigans. Balor adds JD to JD. I think so. There could be something with this. And obviously we know there's going to be contention. There's already been contention between the two, between Damian and Finn. So yeah, it's a possibility for sure. Another t-shirt, KJ and Nick. Fuck your holiday. Yeah, it's true. Amen. It's accurate and true. Riddle thanking Drew. Hi, Saxton. This could really work as like Shrek and Donkey. Riddle never shuts up. Oh, that's right. Drew is back. Rhea in the open, Rhea in the middle, Rhea in the close. Triple H fronting out the mouth of Mammy. Belair used to get nothing on in this show. They like the Judgment Day. We get a lot of the Judgment Day, which includes Rhea Ripley. 1 second. Oh. Sorry, folks. JD. Who's JD? JD McDonough. Sounds like the Maple Leafs are getting Domi and Bertuzzi. Yeah, that's the rumor. I haven't been super thrilled with what's happening with my team in the offseason. Domi's a nice piece. Bertuzzi's a decent guy as well. We signed Reeves as a fighter, essentially. But, we'll see. Interesting time for T.O. A lot of one-year contracts based on the circumstance. No more vitamins. Shit. I knew I was getting there. Next week, no DQ. Miz versus Ciampa. There you go. JD McDonough, the artist. Tribal Chief Jey Uso. It looks like Jay's going to be going after it anyway. We'll see what happens at the trial on Friday. We need Dom and Braun in a hair versus hair match one day. All right, all right. Holly Molly, how big is Drew? Holy moly, how big is Drew? Holy moly, Holly, how big is Drew? He's a big man. It's where a lot of people talk about him going to AEW, and it's like, all right, so he's basically going to walk in and destroy your world champion and be the world champion. Who's really going to contest him in a believable manner? It's a tough one. No, Finn with JD tonight is interesting. I can't even guess what will come of it. It is very, very interesting to me where you do have this where's Finn? And like I said, generally people pop up when they're absent. He might not. They might carry this out. But like we said, Finn was not happy at Damian Priest at the end of Money in the Bank. So that door is definitely open right now. Jimmy's, the Carb House. What? Crab House. What the fuck? Shrek and Donkey, KJ and Nick. Shit, that means I'm Riddle. Fair enough. Fair enough. If the bull fits, my friend. Drew gonna be high next week. Yeah, right? Seth playing it up. The match is dinging, folks. If you haven't made your prediction yet, make sure you get into the chat. Let us know who you think's got this. Dom, Seth, no contest. How's this going to go? Wow, Drew and Riddle. So this is better than a heel Drew. I don't know, Aaron. I don't think so. I was hoping for heel Drew. But it's more of Drew versus Gunther than Drew being friends with Riddle. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Now, they are one person short. Could the third body be Randy Orton? Think about it. Think about it. On WWE, they can say get drinks, but can't say get joints. Major double standard. Listen, Larry, I could talk about that for 5 hours live on here about the double standards in the two industries. I'm not going to do it, but you're not wrong. And huge problems. People need to let go of old thinking. Domi and Bertuzzi is in the 2000s. It's their children. And I actually coached against Max Domi. Domi. So the kid can play hockey, trust me. But, yeah, both of their children. Wait. Yeah, maybe. One of them, the nephew. Bertuzzi might be. That JD pass, he walk in, don't know. Okay. Ty Domi is forever. Seth Rollins for the win. We need the all-time left on the clock for Seth's entrance. It goes, and then they even drag it into like other parts of the segment. Rhea up on the apron. Holy moly, how big is that botch? I missed it. Seth on the apron. Big knee on Dom. Eyeballing Damian Priest. He looks like a Funko Pop. That's funny. Finn wants more pull in the Judgment Day, so he adds a fellow countryman to have more pull in the JD. Yeah, I mean, I did talk about this with Nick earlier, JV, that the possibility is that it's not right now. It seems pretty unified between these three. So JD is going through this change of, does Finn join JD on the outside, or does Finn try and pull JD to the inside? It's a tough one. Nick, you the Riddler. Right. Rhea is wearing a belt of bullets. Unfortunately, we just had a mass shooting. Yeah, Terrence, I mean, I don't want to argue this right now. Not here, not this channel. But, yeah, people got to stop extrapolating what we're getting on TV during TV shows. What did the fan yell? I have no idea, Aaron. Sorry. Rambling, because we're back in a commercial break, folks. If the bowl is packed, you must smoke it. Allegedly, if you pack it, they will come. Pause. The song is pathetic. Okay. I'd like to see them screw Dom over tonight and then have a set up for Balor leaving Judgment Day, which would lead to the tag match of Finn and JD versus Priest and Dom, where McDonough screws Balor. Interesting swerve, Boston. It's a lot, but interesting swerve. Damian tries to cash his money in the bank. Finn Balor costs him. He loses his money in the bank. I really hope he doesn't. Especially early, like right now. Like if that's going to happen, give it a couple weeks. At minimum, please. But it could possibly happen, Dave, where, you know, Damian looks like he's going to win it and Finn says, not on my watch. The Jimmy's there referencing is the seafood joint. That would explain why I went blank. All the wrestlers go, I didn't catch it at all at first. Thank you, artist. Brock and Drew must have had the same wardrobe person. Fair enough. Pretty easy, right? Jeans, tank, let's go. Riddle just got out of rehab and Drew wants to take him to... Yeah, I don't know if putting him with a Scott was a great idea, fresh out of rehab. Son of a bitch. Allegedly. No way Dom wins this. Nah, I think we're most likely to get a no contest of some kind. I still think Cody and Brock are not done with us yet. Commercial break, ching. I don't know how many commercial breaks we've had, guys. I don't know if fact checkers out there counted. Curious, who interrupts Edge on Friday? AJ Styles? Nah. I can't see Edge versus Waller going down, even though I think Waller's pretty close to cleared. If not cleared already. Who else could possibly bug Edge? You botched my Molly Holly. Yeah, I thought it was even funnier. I caught it, though. The Seth song is pathetic. It gives up ruining the show for me. I hate it. Bonkers. The job of the wrestling fans is to get crowd reaction. Singing, screaming, yelling, bringing signs, making noise, emotionally investing in the event. And whether you love it or hate it, I mean, a lot of the backlash of like, they sing too much. But if you were in that building right now, you'd be singing right along as Damian Priest pushes Seth from the top rope on the Rhea distraction. But yeah, I mean, this whole thing is, I mean, Seth is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. It's not like people walked around back in the day of like, everyone's just saying, suck it too much. Like, I can't take it. Like, it's ruining the show. Like, we're trying to do stuff and they're just yelling out, suck it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry. I do not agree. What's the main event? Yeah, we got Dom versus Seth. Dom, you suck. Dom, you suck. Frog splash. Seth pushed him off. Like, don't pin me. Damian Priest does Finn like they did with Edge, and then they could see Finn and JD versus Dom and Priest at some point. I like it. I like that there's a lot of potential angles, a lot of potential stories, a lot of potential ways to take this, guys. I really do. Dom back up to the top. Knees up on Seth, or from Seth. Judgment Day, black and purple, and Finn and Balor. Judgment Day, red and black. They were going to divide them by colors, right? JD, red and black. Seth getting up. Seth versus Dom. Thank you, TJ. JD should team up with Von Wagner and call themselves Headspace. JD, you get a point for that one. That's a good one. Not nice. I think Finn slowly integrates JD into Judgment Day. I can see JD helping Finn beat Seth at SummerSlam. Okay. Possibly. We can see. Seth running. Two running forearms in the corner. Dom up, down, backbreaker. Rhea looks like a megastar. Rhea is a megastar, guys. When people want to talk about Giselle or want to talk about, Impact wrestlers or AEW women's wrestlers. Rhea's just on a different level even within her own company. We're like, who fights Rhea? We don't know what to do with her. She is legitimately one of the top stars in wrestling, period. Seth versus Dom. Why? Bronson Reed, please interfere. We just got a package for Bronson Reed, but Seth versus Dom, not quite sure why we're getting it either, other than the setup we had earlier tonight. But 5 weeks to SummerSlam, we got to pick our spots. Rollins to the outside, taking out both members of JD. Rhea gets out of the way. They have a location at the Orioles baseball and Ravens football stadiums. Okay. Not Edge. I mean Finn. Oh, man. They're attacking Finn. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense than Edge. I assumed you meant Finn anyway, bud. Damian versus Balor at SummerSlam. Loser has to leave Judgment Day. Quite possible, Dave. I mean, something intense like that, or... Oh! South of Heaven! And Damian just wailing away on Rollins. Corey asking if this is a cash-in. We are back from commercial. Yes, we are. Wow, that means I'm behind. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cash in. Stardust, Goldust, one last run together. Yeah, it might be Dustin and Cody, but I'm all for one last dance with those two. One of my favorite AEW matches ever was Cody versus Dustin. I'd love them to do it at like Survivor Series or Rumble or even a Mania. I think it'd be really cool, Dustin's final match against his brother, a really emotional, drawn-out match. But Damian Priest right now is laying waste to Seth Rollins. Yes, he could. Yes, he could. I believe if he's in fact a free agent, he can show up anywhere. Damian taking apart the table. Crowd pretty quiet. Kind of like, what are we getting here? What up, Mom? Stone Cold comes out and stuns everybody. I wish. Oh, Seth slides out the back door. Super kick. Honestly, don't think Orton's cleared. I don't know. It's speculation. It really is. Hoping for him to come back. Rumor is he's going to come back. I hope he's got at least one more run left in him. I really do. Dom jumps back in now. Dom, you suck. Dom's got the briefcase, giving it to Damian. Dom's telling him to cash in. This will be interesting. If Damian says no, since Orton got that one, is he going to do it? There's Finn! Finn on top, knocking Damian off the apron. The Fiend, no. Finn, yeah. Now they're fighting. Seth is rolling away, and the Judgment Day are arguing amongst themselves. Seth! Pedigree! So Seth wins by DQ. That's kind of what I was thinking could happen, honestly, Boston. That at some point, Damian Priest is like, I cash in. He looks like it's a slam dunk, and Finn just takes him out of the legs. So Finn and Damian yelling at each other. The crowd is singing. We're going off. This is how we're going to end tonight. I'm not there for the crowd. I'm there for the good show. The crowd's a part of the good show, though. That's my argument, bonkers. Yeah, huge crack, huge crack. So again, no JD, not going too far. What does that sign say? No, it keeps moving. It's good. It's good. You might not be jumping out of your seats to end Raw tonight, but that's fine. We just came off a crazy Money in the Bank. It's a good start 5 weeks away from SummerSlam. Tonight was a decent 3 hours of Raw. Felt pretty good going through it. Didn't lag. You know, here we are at the end of the show and our heads aren't bobbing. There was definitely a lull, that which I hope over time they can address, that mid-show lull on Raw, but not a bad Raw, folks. I will take your ratings out of 10. And listen, if you watch this chat alone, you see the fact that there's a big influx in opinion. There's like a lot of people are jumping up. I think this is going to happen. I think this. A lot of things could happen. A lot of things could be at play. So to me, that makes for good storytelling. If you're ever partway through a book and you're like, man, I don't know where this plot's going. I don't know who's the bad guy, who's the good guy, what's going to unfold. That is good storytelling, and I'm okay for it. I'm good with it. On to the evening news. Just stay here, artist. The news has nothing but bad shit. And half of it's lies, at least. 7 out of 10. 6 out of 10 says Mike. 7 out of 10 says Boston. Smile mark goes 7.8 out of 10, so almost an 8. Bobby Big Wheels hitting on the 8. C Money running with a 9. Trish looked amazing, but 1 point off for the face mask. Don't hide the money maker. Happy 4th of July. Appreciate that, Aaron. We will be back here for 4th of July celebrations. We will be covering NXT, and I believe AEW is doing a bit of a 4th of July nod as well on Dynamite this week as well. James says, great storytelling. Good storytelling for sure. It's great. I like it. Again, not every show is going to be completely explosive going off the air. It is what it is. I mean, we're building something up here. Maybe it becomes, Finn says, you know what? Screw this. I want to challenge you for that suitcase. Maybe that's what it becomes. Who knows? 7 out of 10. Bad finish. I've seen worse. Yeah, I mean, again, I think as wrestling fans, we're so used to like, oh my God, I can't believe that just happened. That when we get like, okay, you know, it was what it was. We're creating a story between Finn. Obviously, Damian and Seth are going to be locked together and tied together for a little while here. So I think overall, I was pretty content with this show. I'm going to agree with TJ, Aaron, the folks that went 7. I'm going to give it a 7. Again, didn't blow my socks off by any means. I thought, the women's tag team turmoil was what it was, with a whole bunch of makeshift tag teams really proving that there is no tag team division. But, Chelsea Green wins and Sonya Deville, the complaint department, so not bad. We'll see where the rest of this goes, folks. I mean, Brock's back. Brock's looking at Cody. That's setting up for SummerSlam. Seth is, I don't know what we're going to do with Seth for SummerSlam yet. But he's going to have, obviously, some issues with the Judgment Day. Damian and Finn have issues. How does JD McDonough tie into it? There is a lot of intrigue. Now we got this week to get through. Then we got 1 month, 4 weeks to get to SummerSlam. Has Bray Wyatt always been an image of the Fiend on the Superstars page on the WWE website? James, I cannot confirm or deny that at this time. The WWE 2K22 footage made it backfire. Okay. 7 out of 10 from James. All you can ask for Raw is to be decent. Fair enough, Bash. That's very true on many of nights. And tonight was a decent one. Again, I think when you get to the end of a typical Raw, you get a little bit sleepy. You get a little bit heavy-eyed. But tonight I feel like the pace kept up. Had some lulls, but at the end of the day, it was a good enough show to carry it through to the end. Pretty content. Is Triple H getting rid of factions? Of all factions? I don't think so. Just remember, Triple H is a big factions guy. So some people might argue Vince is getting rid of all the factions. I don't know. I think he's just morphing and trying to create something interesting. Is he going to dissolve them all? No. I think it's just a storytelling within it. What if Judgment Day carries on without Damian or without Finn? So I think you're just trying to get the intriguing stories within the established groups. 7 out of 10 for Raw would be perfect. Dragunov or Wolf in Imperium. I still think Ilya is a possibility. I do. And I know some people don't like the idea, but if it's a pit stop that leads to eventually Ilya versus Gunther, it works for me. We need Randy, maybe great reset of factions. Yeah, absolutely. And you got to find a way to keep them fresh, keep them exciting, keep them new, keep them, keep changing. And I think that's what we talked about a lot with the bloodline. Every time it kind of like, all right, what are they going to do now? There's another caveat. There's another angle. There's another direction to go in. Bailey could up the Judgment Day. WWE been teasing it. Interesting. And they did have Money in the Bank, Richard. All right. 7 out of 10 as I get ready to head towards the door, folks. I will remind everybody. I just wanted to hear Dom's has to say, but nah, they had to sing the song. Other week was too long. Yeah, but again, it's crowd reaction. So like, oh, the crowd's singing too much. It's like, well, here's the comparable. The crowd, what's too much? And Big Nick's not here to defend it right now. But you have guys like Bully Ray and that who went on the record of like, well, the fans are whatting too much. We don't like it. Or chanting CM Punk too much. It's the fans. They pay their money. They get to do what they want. They're going to sing the segment. You got to do what Damian Priest did tonight. Break through that chant. Break through that cheer. Find a way to shut that crowd up. That's your job. 7 out of 10. Factions have to evolve and get more stale. Or they get stale. Completely agree, James. Love it. Good take. 5 out of 10. Wow, bonkers. A little bit low. Nick dodges another rating. He has been dodging ratings. We're going to have to call him out on that. He hasn't been giving them up. Faction growing, stale. Just add Virgil. There you go. The Olive Garden King. Add him to any faction. You're good to go. Braun Breaker could surprise Edge, perhaps. He could. He did say he was going to show up. Tune in next week and see what I do. So we'll see what happens in NXT. But apparently he was demanding, like, just let me go. So we'll see. The Braun Breaker situation is very interesting right now, for sure. Bailey tried to screw. Pause. Thank you, Aaron. I almost feel like we need to pick something else to end the night on. Braun Breaker, good surprise. I don't know what that says. Replace Finn with JD. That would be a swerve of all swerves, right? Finn's out, JD's in. I could also see Finn trying to pull JD in and push Damian out. I could see them pushing Finn out and JD teaming up. I like it, guys. Listen, love or hate the product, love or hate a 3-hour show. I wish it was a 2-hour show. It's a really good 2-hour show. It's an okay, decent 3-hour show. But I think for the end of the day, for me, at the end of the day, we're talking about options and a lot of different things that we're getting presented. I like it. I kind of like what we're doing. JD and JD. Yes, you can never have too much JD. So there you go. Rhea versus Natalya was match of the night. I agree with you, Aaron. That's I completely agree with that. What's on the NXT card? I can't think of everything off the top of my head. I know Raw Underground is returning, where Shane Thorpe is going to take on Damian Kemp with his brother actually helping his opponent. So that's an interesting angle. Gable Stevenson will be on NXT. I also believe, and I know the fact checkers can let me know as I head out here, but what is the other match? We're getting Loser Leaves Town between the Grizzled Young Vets or Schism or the Dyad or whatever the fuck and the Creed brothers. Very intriguing match. A lot of people are assuming because of the contract issues and the public outburst by the Grizzled Young Vets that they are about to leave NXT. But who knows? Who knows? Could they leave NXT and go to the main roster? Could the Creeds be ready for the main roster? Could this just be a literal bye-bye? Bye. We'll find out. Blair Davenport versus Roxanne Perez will be a good match as well. Got that one. Thank you, C Money. Folks, on that beautiful note by C Money, I'm going to say thank you for tuning in again. Remember, tell all your friends, anybody you know, anywhere they're talking about wrestling, let them know about this channel. It's the best you can do to support us growing. Like I said, 16 months young. We're just a baby, and we're still rolling. Big shout out to Big Nick. Hope he's curled up in bed getting some sleep. And CJ Brand, as well as Luna Havoc, who will be back with Luna Lounge. And we got more wrestling coverage all week long. We can't thank you enough for being a part of the family. Good night, and we will see you on the flip side, 4th of July. Bye-bye.